either against Chicago or against the Arizona Coyotes. An afternoon start on Sunday for Boston. Of course, Tuukka Rask will not be back until later this season. No David Krejci has gone back to the Czech Elite League. And boy, what a Bruin he was for so many years.
Yes, Kazayas will have to face off. You can say that he was overshadowed many times in that Bruins lineup, but they'll tell you how valuable Krejci was to that team.
It changes the look of your team because we always talk about depth at center ice, the cerebral nature, the tremendous skill. He was a great Boston Bruin.
Jack Studnicka now taking over that second spot at center for the Bruins. It's Natchez sending it to Cole. Cole bounces one, and Swayman gets a glove to it, but can't control. Cole down low from his defensive position. Kotkaniemi throws one out in front. That just misses the stick of Trocheck, and now a skate race where D'Angelo gets a stick to it. Knocking that puck away from Jake DeBrusk. Haynes is again showing good sticks in the defensive zone, interrupting passes against Boston here in this one. 14:45 left in the first period. Trocheck gives the puck to Natchez. Bouncing puck, Natchez delivers a heavy hit along the boards. Boston will clear, but right to the stick of Jacob Slavin. Otto Kaniemi's room to work. Cross-ice pass for Ethan Bear, who was charging in a little too far. The Canes, in the recovery, taking in place of Bear was Stepan, defensively responsible for the 31-year-old Derek Stepan, who signed this offseason with the Carolina Hurricanes.
You have to start your shift on time. Stepan took a look as soon as he hit the ice, recognized Barrett lost his footing and was caught. So he filled very nicely.
Lawrence gets it back to D'Angelo, across for Cole. Cross ice, one-timer for Lawrence, and it jumps up on Lawrence before he could connect a good lumber to it. Now they work it back up. Cole thinks about it. His shot! That'll hit Martinook before it can find Swayman. And the Bruins will break out. Throwing the puck into the Hurricanes in. And Stepan puts a shove there to Coleman. Bruins try to work a cycle, but the Canes will intercept. Lawrence was streaking to the middle of the ice, but the pass had a little bit too much mustard on that one. Boston will settle it down to Coleman. Flips it to the Canes blue line. 13:25 to go here in the first period. No score. Bruins and Canes.
Bruins are built differently than they were a few years ago. They're nowhere near as physical.
Now Bergeron and D'Angelo fighting along the boards, and D'Angelo takes it away from the Selke Trophy winner. Feels like every year for Boston. Now Jesper Fast with a huge hit on Zaboral, forcing a turnover for the moment. But the Bruins will get to the puck. Marchand can't handle it. The Canes have brought their physical game here early against the Boston Bruins. We're under 13 minutes to go here in the first period. Now Stahl gets to the puck in the corner. Moving forward. Now Niederreiter, Squirrel, and Bergeron. A couple more guys will get a quorum. Now out in front, a chance for Jesper Fast, and Swayman denies him. As the Canes, great work in the corner. Throw it out in front, and Jesper Fast almost had his fourth of the season.
What a pass.
The Carolina Hurricanes. What a pass from Nino Niederreiter. Canes almost went up one early in this one.
And the best artist with the best new scratch-offs, Mr. First Tuesday!
I'm so proud my music is bringing luck and joy to so many people. First, I'd like to thank those who invented the calendar, and to all the First Tuesdays many years ago, and to all scratchers out there. No matter if you use your nail or a coin, we all share the same First Tuesday love. First Tuesday kisses to you all.
New scratch-offs every first Tuesday of the month.
Must be 18 to play. Problem Gambling Helpline, 877-718-5543.
With Advance Auto Parts, you can get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. We have a wide variety of parts in stock, and you can get them fast. Order online with Advance Same Day and get your part with same-day pickup in-store, same-day curbside, or same-day delivery. It's the fastest way to get the part you need, where you need it, when you need it. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Mike Maniscalco here, and I'm hanging out with my good friend Paul Auclair, the owner of Deep River Brewing Company and proud sponsor of your Carolina Hurricanes. Paul, tell us a little bit about Deep River Brewing Company.
Deep River Brewing Company is located at 700 West Main Street in historic downtown Clayton, North Carolina. Our brewery and tap room are open Wednesday through Sunday. We have 12 beers on tap and food trucks on site daily.
And you can find Deep River beer at local bottle shops, restaurants, and grocery stores. If you don't find Deep River at your local watering hole, make sure to ask for it by name. And remember, drink local.
Well, there is absolutely no doubt that PNC Arena is the place to be these days with this undefeated Hurricanes team to start the season. And before you say, well, maybe you're biased, Abby, how about we hear from another coach in the NHL? In our Geico quote of the day, it comes from head coach of the Maple Leafs, Sheldon Keefe. Playing on the road here in Carolina, it's a different animal. Guys, he went on to say that our team has not felt that in quite some time. It requires a lot more from you as a team, and it's really eye-opening. That goes to show, hey, there's a seventh man here for the Canes, guys.
Gabby, good stuff. That's a combination of course, the atmosphere and the fact that Carolina pressures and takes away time and space more than certainly any other team the Leafs had seen.
Without a doubt. Now Boston trying to get a chance, but again, the good sticks of the Carolina Hurricanes deflect that away. When this building is in full throat, it is one of the more intimidating places to play as Natchez is taken out of the play, and Boston emerges with a step. It's DeBrusk going in, and Anderson will get a pad to it. Frederick Anderson continues to hold the line for the Carolina Hurricanes in the early portion of this season.
Jake DeBrusk is flying so far tonight. He was able to come up with a puck on the wall that led to a chance. And here, Tony DeAngelo can skate. And he wins this race up the ice. And Freddie Anderson gets out, matches the speed. And he forces him to miss. Reminds me of a couple of saves, breakaway saves that Anderson made a week ago in Montreal where you have to get out and match that speed because DeBrusk was really moving.
This game has had a pace that doesn't feel like game number 6 of the regular season for the Hurricanes and for the Bruins. A bit more on the line as we have got 12 minutes here to go in the first period. Shots on goal 5 for Boston, 3 for the Hurricanes, and an ice against the Carolina Hurricanes. So icing and a draw coming back to the Canes end.
Aho came close to beating that out. Just to, again, piggyback on Abby's point. I talked to Rod Brindamore about it on Tuesday. The atmosphere in here for a Monday night, yes, I know there was a ton of intrigue facing the Toronto Maple Leafs, was electric. And that included the wave from the Caniac Nation in the third period. I remember years ago, if it was a Monday game, I don't care if it was an intriguing opponent, which it was nothing like that.
Well, there's been carryover tonight, Trip, for the fans, and you can feel it. And it's a Thursday night here against the Boston Bruins, and here's just that jump here in the building right now. A lot to do with the start for the Carolina Hurricanes, where they're at. One of only 3 undefeated teams left in the NHL. After Edmonton was beaten by Philadelphia last night, as it'll be icing against Carolina, and back behind the play, David Pastrnak, Sebastian Aho, and Marchand, as the top lines are getting a little wordy with each other.
What, does time heal all wounds? No. Sebastian Aho, the fiery of all fiery competitors, he remembers the fact, I can guarantee you, that Pastrnak, Marchand, ended a season. Now, Pastrnak loses his helmet here. He could have gotten a penalty, technically, because he then engaged in an altercation. He should have to go pick it up or go to the bench. Instead, he engages. I don't have a problem with it. Pastrnak has been very physical so far tonight. He's produced, but he hasn't been himself so far this year. So it's not surprising to me that his energy has been there. But that was interesting because he loses that helmet. Technically, he should pivot, pick it up, or head to the bench.
Well, he made some repairs to his bucket. He's back out on the ice right now, along with Patrice Bergeron. Now he'll have to take the draw. Bergeron waved out of center, and that'll allow Sebastian Aho to win. And that face-off is pushed out of the Cane zone. Svechnikov handling it. A bouncing puck. And settled down by the Hurricanes. Speaking of Pastrnak, 5 points on the season, Trip. 2 goals and 3 assists, but And he's the guy that you look at on the stat sheet at the end of the night almost on a regular basis, putting up multiple point games for the Bruins team. Again, just 3-2 on the early season for Boston, as they'll be in offside, and that'll stop things. And I can let you know that tonight's featured item of the game is the Fanatics Ladies Hurricanes True Classic Home 3/4 sleeve tee. Secure yours at CarolinaProShop.com.
Sharp, if you're going to dress up as a huge Caniac for Halloween,
I'm interested in what you might be dressing up as.
I have something.
Oh.
I have something planned.
Cannot wait.
In the golf world.
Trying to think. Now you piqued the interest, but the interest goes back to hockey here. As the Hurricanes wrap the puck back into the Bruins zone. Throwing the puck to Jacob Slavin along the board. Slavin, he'll wrist one that finds its way to Swayman, and he'll have to glove that and hang on with 10:50 left to go here in the first period.
A matchup of two former coaches of the year in the National Hockey League, Jack Adams Award winners. When I said a few minutes ago that the Boston Bruins are not as physical as they were, say, when Carolina and Boston met in the Eastern Conference Final, I don't mean that in a negative way. They play the game correctly. Cassidy allows his best players to have their talents on display. He's done a heck of a job now for many years with the original Six franchise.
Cassidy will be an assistant for Team Canada at the Winter Olympics in Beijing. So he has done a great job, and overall we showed you his numbers with Boston. His numbers are very good as a head coach. Excellent play made by Lawrence to stop Nosek. He was trying to get a nose for the net. Ian Cole standing sturdy behind Canes, trying to clear. Martinook tripped up at his own blue line, but the Canes will watch Boston send it back in their own end, and they'll regroup and reload. There have been opportunities to hit the opponent so far tonight, and both teams have taken advantage as Ian Cole slaps it behind the net. Trent Frederick tried to get a stick to it. Now Carolina watching the Bruins patrolling their zone, bouncing puck. Martinook will find it. Can't clear it. Now Ian Cole has some time. Halfway through the first period. No score, no goals, depending on how you like to view that turn between the Hurricanes and Bruins. Charlie McAvoy, he had the 8-year contract extension. Striding into the Canes zone, tries a return feed. Frederick Anderson, astute with the stick, knocks it into the corner. And Kotkaniemi will clear to Natchez. Natchez tries to split two Bruins defenders, can't do it. Trocheck lost an edge going into the corner. Canes had what looked to be a promising chance, develop into nothing.
Carolina's neutral zone can be better. McAvoy had a clean pass. You do not want to allow Boston with their team speed to rev up between the two blue lines.
Kotkaniemi gives chase in the corner. Trocheck with a smart stick. Knocks it back to Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi loses control. Bruins will clear. Bouncing it off of the end boards and giving chase for the Boston Bruins with Pasternak by his reach. He'll be pawed down by the 2014 first-round pick of the Bruins. And the puck finds its way to Marchand. He's harassed by Stahl, not Pesci. Finished along the boards, but the Bruins keep it in, bouncing it off the back of the Canes' net. Carolina will clear. 8:40 to go here in the first period. Jesper Fast trying to get a stick, but he's beating the puck by 4, but now he'll get it right back. Niederreiter trying to get it to Foss. Still loose. Niederreiter shoots. It's blocked out in front by McAvoy, who makes the save. Kane still on the puck. Niederreiter to Stahl. Bouncing puck. Stahl tries to settle it. Takes a shoulder from Pasternak. Stahl sends it out, but the puck hits Marchand's skate, and the Bruins will survive that.
Stanika, the centerman who was replacing David Krejci, saved a goal in desperation with his stick.
Canes hearing it from their fans for that attempt. Now Stanika tries to create a scoring chance to Charlie Coyle out in front. Taylor Hall's shot bounces off the backboard, still loose. The Canes will get a stick to it as Brady Shea keeps it away from Charlie Coyle. Now Teravainen, his attempt to clear. He's tracked down by Stanika. Now Coyle sent back up top. The shot is ripped by Grzelcyk right into Anderson, and he'll hang on.
I think Anderson got a toe on it, Mike. Take a look at this. This was some kind of save.
The Carolina Hurricanes have counted on Frederik Anderson a lot this season. And he has come up with a toe save when you need it. It's 0-0 here in the first period.
Spectrum Paint. We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality, with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service, with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help you with all your painting projects. Spectrum Paint, official paint store of the Carolina Hurricanes. Visit SpectrumPaint.com for all 5 Triangle locations.
Hey, Caniacs, this is Mike Maniscalco. This season, Vector Security is giving away a free home security system for life to one new customer every Friday. So if you're going to the game, watch for the Vector Security logo on the video boards throughout the arena and enter to win. Or you can enter anytime by visiting Vector Security on Facebook. As the official security partner of the Carolina Hurricanes, Vector Security wants to help you defend your house for life.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
7:43 to go here in the first period. And for the Carolina Hurricanes, there have been some great individual performances this season, Trip, but it's been the collective that's gotten them to this 5-0 record.
The thing I think about right now is there, for many years, in October, you'd have max 1 day a week off. And Rob Brindamore prioritizes rest. The greatest example of that was before they played the Bruins in the conference final a couple of years ago. Between games 6 and 7, when they won here against Washington Monday, they didn't practice Tuesday. They didn't have a morning skate Wednesday. Rod prioritizes recovery, which is a big deal to me.
He talks about that with Bill Berniston, the head strength and conditioning coach, about using rest as a weapon. As the Canes, Trocheck throws one that Swayman has to make the save. Kept in at the point by Cole. Now Carolina tries to keep it in, but Boston will come away. This wrist one in the Kingman's end will be collected by DeBrusque. His backhand intercepted by the Canes, and Carolina looking for some offense. Kotkaniemi gets a stick to it, but Grizzly fires up the loose change, takes a slash from Natchez. Throwing up the boards a little too far for Eric Haller. Now it's Brady Shea controlling for Carolina. 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Still looking for the first goal in this one. Now Martinuk firing into the Bruins zone. Can't get to the puck, though. It's knocked to Forbert. Through the middle of the ice to the Bruins. Not so far, though, as Pesce is there to calm things down for the Canes. Chance to wrap it around again. Back in the Canes and Pesce watches the puck find its way to Coleman, and now Stepan takes his shoulder. Tries to get it to Martinuk, but McAvoy keeps in.
Heck of a play from Stepan there as the low centerman, denying a grade A chance.
And the Canes will go for a change as they deflect the puck into the Boston zone. And that line of Stepan, Lawrence, and Martinuk have provided a lot of energy for the Canes so far this season. Now it's Pasternak into the Canes zone to Marchand. Bear finishes Marchand. Voss tying up Bergeron. Pasternak seems to be everywhere on the ice, but so does Jacob Slavin. And Slavin takes him out of the play. Now up to Stahl. Little hand-eye coordination and shot right on, and Swayman will handle that. 5:59 to go here in the first period. The captain tried to get the first one of this game for the Canes. We're still scoreless.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-Fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials. Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Raleigh Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Raleigh Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit RaleighScreenPrint.com today.
When it comes to care you and your family deserve, make the right play with a team that always has your back. The team at UNC Rex Healthcare is by your side, offering innovative care and personalized services with great expertise and compassion. Whether you're on the ice, in the stands, or anywhere in between, we're always in the game to help you be at your best. UNC Rex Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Carolina Hurricanes.
There's a look at Jordan Martinook, and they say that the playoffs will breed rivalries, and the Carolina Hurricanes certainly know that, and Jordan Martinook told us about what it means when the Canes line up against the Bruins.
Obviously, the history we have with them beating us in playoffs back-to-back years, and didn't get the chance to meet them last year, but if we would have, it would have been another big one. But yeah, this is the first game since that loss in the bubble, so it's definitely going to mean something for the guys that have been here.
It has been a long time since these two teams have gotten to reacquaint themselves. And again, Tripp, you don't want to make too much out of a game early in the season, but it does feel like a measuring stick game for the Canes as the draw is won by Carolina. Slavin's wrist shot deflects. Swayman will poke it to a open wing. Now Taylor Hall to Studnicka. He's off the draw. Bear set up Jacob Slavin. And now it's Sebastian Aho with some speed. Almost a big collision inside the blue line of Boston between Studnicka and Svechnikov. Aho trying to keep it in with some help from Carolina, and it's going to be whistled offside against the Canes, stopping the play right there.
Well, there has been some physicality both ways, right on from the opening draw. The big hit from Ethan Bear, Brad Marchand. And it's continued. And when I look at this, to piggyback on what Jordan Martinook was talking about, it's definitely a rivalry for the core group of the Carolina Hurricanes. I don't think Boston's playing with urgency because they lost last night. It will become a rivalry for Boston if Carolina can beat Boston and eliminate them. Much the same way I think the Carolina Hurricanes are a rival for Nashville and they're a rival for the Washington Capitals because they ended both of their seasons. And you hope that that progression will happen. It's been a well-played first period.
Well, that familiarity, as you know, breeds a lot of contempt, especially when you're on the wrong side of the scoreboard. For the Kings, they want to get on the right side here as we're still looking for the first goal. 5 minutes, 15 seconds in the first period. As a shot by Kotkaniemi from far out is tracked by Swayman, and he'll hang on.
He's been good, Swayman, so far, the former standout at the University of Maine. He won the Mike Richter Award as the top goaltender in college hockey. And you're just hoping, if you're a Boston fan, that you can buy time until the great Tuukka Rask comes back.
The Anchorage, Alaska native. Did allow 5 goals on 24 shots his last time out against Philadelphia on the 20th of October. But again, he is tracking to be a good one. Very good in college at Maine. Anderson will deflect the puck outside the zone into the corner. A big tangle in the corner. And the come of it is D'Angelo. Uses the puck, Kotkaniemi. Gets it to Trocheck. Coming in is Natchez, just out of his reach as Natchez had a lane. Carolina keeps it in. D'Angelo, he tees one up. They score! Carolina on the board first. It's 1-0 Hurricanes.
It may be the first goal for a defenseman if it went clean off of D'Angelo. Kotkaniemi made a heck of a pass in the neutral zone, created the entry. Puck retrieval from Trocheck. Kotkaniemi goes to the front of the net. It hits Carlo, and then I think goes in the net. First glance, it looks like it is D'Angelo's goal. Kotkaniemi pointed at D'Angelo, but I'll tell you what, Kotkaniemi made the east-west pass in the neutral zone, And Tony DeAngelo may have his first as a Hurricane.
Either way, for DeAngelo, it'll be his first even strength point of the season as the puck deflects on a play. All 4 of his assists have come on the power play. He was tied for the lead in power play assists, and now his 5th point, either way, has put the Canes up 1-0.
Of course, I'm pulling for DeAngelo because the prediction segment, I have a defenseman scoring. But Kotkaniemi made the play in the neutral zone, and then he went to the front of the net. Heck of a shift from Jesperi Kotkaniemi. And DeAngelo wastes no time. Whether he risks it or he one-times it, he wastes no time and even strength on the power play getting pucks to the net.
The line of Trocheck, Natchez, and Kotkaniemi had opportunities. They have generated a big chance here. Now back with the puck, it's DeAngelo to Cole. Cole bumpers it to Martinook. He goes behind the net. The goal right now is credited to Tony DeAngelo as the Canes keep the pressure on. Swayman has to kick it into the corner. It's picked up by Lawrence. Back to Cole. His shot pinballs behind the net. Lawrence cycling, spins. His shot goes wide. DeAngelo with the key. He gets it down low. Back to Lawrence. Across for Cole. Cole's shot deflected, finds its way to DeAngelo. He puts one through the top of the blue paint as Martinook was cruising for a deflection at the top. Now back to DeAngelo. The wrist one, and Swayman has to kick the pad out on that. As the Canes were going to go for a change. Instead, DeAngelo goes all the way back, and congratulations to Tony DeAngelo. His first goal as a member of the Carolina Hurricanes has him up 1-0 here against the Bruins late in the first.
Stepan going to the front of the net, just like Kotkaniemi did.
Now Stahl, he's got a lane, throws it out in front, deflected away from Niederreiter. The Canes have put the pressure on since the goal from DeAngelo. Fost turns it away from Grzelcyk. Now Stahl to Niederreiter. Into the slot. Pesce's backhand goes over the top of the net as Brett Pesce had cruised in from his defensive position. And Fost seals off Carlo along the wall. Jasper Fost has had a great start to the season. That's 1-on-2, and Fost waiting for some replacements. If the shot from Shea goes just wide, and that allowed the Canes to make some changes as well. Now Fost says that his shift is over, and the Canes fans roar with approval. Pasternak tries a cross-ice pass. Bear has trouble handling it. He is hit by Studnicka. Taylor Hall, he's taken down by Bear, now pinned along the boards. Good work by Ethan Bear. Aho has to avoid Pasternak. Bruins try to keep it in, and they will. It's Taylor Hall. Lets it go around the boards for Pasternak. Now Bear, chop at it. Kept in. Low shot in on Anderson as he makes the save as Scoreboard put one in from the point. Svechnikov recovers and finds Aho just too far for the Canes centerman. He avoids a huge check behind the net. Now sets it out in front for Teravainen. And a rolling puck pops over Teravainen's stick. Taylor Hall might have had a good back check there to thwart that chance. Along the boards, Studnicka pulls it away, sends it across, but Hall wasn't ready for it. Now Zboril keeps it in. Carolina looking to clear. Svechnikov, a blind pass out in front, turns it over to Coyle. Coyle now sends it across with room to move is Riley, but too much room from Riley. And the Canes are chasing the Bruins around in their own end right now. Now stepping out in front is Holla, the former Canadian. His shot is detected by Anderson, and that deflects on a play.
Let's go back to the goal and just watch Kotkaniemi. This is the pass I'm mentioning in the neutral zone. Rod gives his forwards the willingness and the ability to make plays. Puck retrieval from Vincent Trocheck. What a job he did. D-to-D pass for two former Rangers. Does it nick Kotkaniemi or not? I don't know. But forwards all under Rod Brind'Amour. They know they have the green light to make plays, but they have to manage the puck in important times too. And their Kotkaniemi makes a critical play in the neutral zone that eventually leads to the goal.
95 seconds to go here in the first period. Hurricanes up 1-0 on the Bruins. A goal right now that has been awarded to Tony DeAngelo, his first for the Hurricanes. Now the Canes looking for a little bit more as Kotkaniemi, Trocheck, and Natchez supplying the forecheck. McAvoy tries to find an escape route. He doesn't. The physical play continues, and the Canes keep the puck in the Boston zone just for a moment. Boston chips it forward. DeBrusk tracks it down in the Canes end. DeBrusk waits for reinforcement to come to the Canes zone. 60 seconds to go here in the first period. 1-0 lead for the Canes. Ian Paul, so calm with the puck. Sends it, but it's going to go a little too far. Would have been icing, but it was right on for Swayman. So the Canes are able to make a change with 45 seconds left here in the first period. Bruins back in the Canes zone. Marchand shot is detected by Anderson. Kicked it to the corner. Pesce gives Marchand a shove. Fost steps away from Bergeron. Great move there by Jesper Fost. Now off the boards, trying to find Niederreiter. Pass intercepted. Canes settle it down. Second chance for Niederreiter is the charm. Good reverse check there by Niederreiter on Brandon Carlo, but the puck comes free and Pasternak has it. Ian Marchand into the Canes zone. Shea steps in front of Pasternak. 15 seconds to go here in the first period.
Carolina's best line on the whole continues to be Foss, Niederreiter, and Jordan Stahl. They have had some really quality shifts.
7 seconds left in the period. Shea's clearing attempt doesn't go out. The puck will find its way out as Boston can't connect the dots. And the first period comes to an end. Stay tuned for the PNC Bank first intermission report. Nino Niederreiter will be Abby Labar's guest coming up. We will talk with Scott Burnside, the newest members of CarolinaHurricanes.com. The national hockey writers now here in Carolina will join our friends Abby and Shane. And we'll have first period highlights, and there were plenty of them. Frederick Anderson continues with a flipper saves. He had 11 saves in the first period. There were a ton of hits, but only one goal. It's Tony DeAngelo and the Hurricanes with a 1-0 lead after 20.
If you are going to be a championship team, you have to have championship people. And that's why the head coach puts an emphasis on preparation, attitude, effort, excellence, and passion. The same is true of Linda Craft and Linda Craft and Team Realtors. They know that to be the best, you have to have those same qualities to help people reach their ultimate championship dream of home ownership. When you are ready to sell or buy your next home, click on over to the champions at lindacraft.com. That's LINDACRAFT.com.
Hey, Michael Moon here with Edwards Incorporated. We're still here and ready to exceed your expectations with the very best in industrial construction, fabrication, pipe fabrication, field services, and crane rental. As always, we will take every precaution to ensure the safety of our team, our clients, and our community. Now more than ever, I could not be more proud of the Edwards team and our can-do attitude, delivering the critical support that you need and have come to expect from Edwards Incorporated. We're here for you at edwardsinc.com.
In the time before AT&T Fiber Internet.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
What did you do, love?
I ran out of internet data.
And they're making you shame walk?
No, it's just how I feel. Shame! Shame!
In the time after AT&T Fiber Internet.
Nice to have unlimited internet data, right?
Right. The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T Fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. Restrictions apply.
Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena. It's the first intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Carolina Hurricanes have opened up a 1-0 lead over the Boston Bruins, and it's time for game analysis brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Advance your auto. 1-0 after one. The Hurricanes took the lead on Tony DeAngelo's goal at the 15-16 mark. At least that's how it's being scored right now. May have hit Jesperi Kotkaniemi's stick on the way by. We will await official scoring, but right now it would be DeAngelo's first goal as a Hurricane. Was a great play after Martin Nate just kind of mishandled a great pass from Vincent Trocheck that would have created a good chance to score, but he mishandled it, went back behind the net. Kane cycled it back up to the blue line for a D-to-D pass from Shea over to DeAngelo at the left point, and he let one rip through the sea of Hurricanes and Bruins. May have gotten tipped, as I said. Either way, the Hurricanes scored to take a 1-0 lead. Really solid, competitive period of hockey from both teams. It got a little bit physical at times. Both teams threatening with scoring opportunities. Canes dodged a couple of bullets with some scrambles in front of their own net, but Freddie Anderson able to make a couple of good saves. I saw a few good defensive plays as well. Vincent Trocheck at one point breaking up a centering feed right in the slot. Guys playing the body instead of playing the puck. Jordan Stahl muscling Patrice Bergeron and David Pasternak off the puck a bunch of times. And that Nino Stahl-Fost line was great. They were the best line, I think, in the period. Created a bunch of opportunities for themselves. They had the Marchand, Bergeron, Pasternak line opposing them just about every shift. And they were great, the Stahl line was. They did not allow much from that Bergeron line, and they created a bunch of opportunities on their own. No power plays in the period for either team. Shots at 11 apiece in terms of shots on goal. So a good competitive period of hockey from both teams, and the Hurricanes come out on top with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes. Bring you first period stats in just a little bit. We'll take a check of an NHL scoreboard, and we'll also hear from new Hurricanes defenseman Ethan Bear, as our own Dennis Cox caught up with him after the morning skate today. But we will do all of that after we hear the first period highlights next.
What makes us unique as individuals makes us stronger together. At PNC, we believe our differences make the difference in who we are as individuals. And when you bring together individuals from different backgrounds with unique interests and perspectives, we can do more.
Speech
we
on.
can be more. And we can achieve more
750
together.
control
Visit
look set white blue
PNC.com/diversity
go
to learn more.
go lock
PNC,
screen mirror
proud to be the
brightness
official bank
volume
of the Carolina
focus
Hurricanes.
flash focus
The PNC Financial
flat
Services
hot
Group
selected
Incorporated, all rights
screen
reserved.
recording
Hey,
don't
Caniacs,
like us.
this is Mike Maniscalco.
Speech
This
off.
season, Vector Security is giving away a free home security system for life to one new customer every Friday. So if you're going to the game, watch for the Vector Security logo on the video boards throughout the arena and enter to win. Or you can enter anytime by visiting Vector Security on Facebook. As the official security partner of the Carolina Hurricanes, Vector Security wants to help you defend your house for life.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
First intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. 1-0 the score. Canes on top of the Boston Bruins through 20 minutes, and it's time for the first period highlights brought to you by Spectrum Paint, official paint store of the Carolina Hurricanes. Canes looking for the first goal of the period early. Nino Niederreiter doing yeoman's work along the board behind the net. Cheeky little centering feed for Jesper Fast out front, but Jeremy Swayman able to get the pad on it and keep the Canes off the board.
Forbert, now Niederreiter, Squirrel, and Bergeron. A couple more guys. We're going to Corum now out in front. A chance for Jesper Fast, and Swayman denies him. As the Canes, great work in the corner. Throw it out in front. Jesper Fast almost had his fourth of the season. What a pass.
Then Nino cutting inside, tried another tricky backhand, patted down by Swayman again. Jesper Fast with a follow-up. Swayman turned him away as well.
Jesper Fast trying to get a stick, but he's beating the puck by Forbert. Now he'll get it right back. Niederreiter trying to get it to Fast. Still loose. Niederreiter shoots. It's blocked out in front by McAvoy, who makes the save. Kane still on the puck. Niederreiter to Stahl. Bouncing puck. Stahl tries to settle it. Takes a shoulder from Pasternak. Stahl sends it out, but the puck hits Marchand's skate, and the Bruins will survive that.
He's looking for chances in a mad flurry around the Hurricanes net. Taylor Hall with a try off Freddie's skate. Off the post, it stayed out, and then the Hurricanes got themselves on the board at 15-16. D-to-D pass from Brady Shea to Tony DeAngelo, and a one-timer from the left point found its way through traffic for the 1-0 lead.
Uses the puck, Kotkaniemi gets it to Trocheck. Coming in is Natchez, just out of his reach as Natchez had a lane. Carolina keeps it in. DeAngelo, he tees one up, they score! On the board first. It's 1-0 Hurricanes.
First as a Hurricane for Tony DeAngelo, unless we find out later on that it hit Jesperi Kotkaniemi's stick. But for now, it is DeAngelo's. Brady Shea with the primary assist, Vincent Trocheck with the secondary assist, and that's how we've gotten to a 1-0 Hurricanes lead after one period of play. Download the official Carolina Hurricanes mobile app today to be the first to receive breaking news, ticket offers, video highlights, merchandise offerings, and more. Download the NHL app in your mobile device's app store and select the Hurricanes as your favorite team to begin enjoying all of the benefits and becoming a Hurricanes mobile app subscriber. We will hear from new Hurricane defenseman Ethan Bear, who had a conversation with our own Dennis Cox, next.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents. And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books? This is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need. I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction. He really does devour literature. Please leave. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it, they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state, based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
First intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena, where the Hurricanes lead the Boston Bruins 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Ethan Bear is a new Hurricanes defenseman. He has been playing on the top pair with Jacob Slavin most of the time so far this season. Played last year for the Edmonton Oilers. And our own Dennis Cox caught up with the new D-man after the morning skate today.
Mike Maniscalco.
Got traded here in the offseason, got engaged.
Yeah.
Describe the last few months. How have they been for you?
Honestly, life-changing for sure. Obviously a great team, great organization. For me, it's just been a fresh start, but it's just like feels so weird. It's just like I'm happy, I'm happy here, and it's just I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and for me it's a really good happy spot for myself and my family, and it's a fun place to play, and I like Raleigh as a city, and I like the fans, and it just seemed perfect. And then getting engaged was something I was looking forward to for a long time, and to happen to do it here just seemed like it was meant to be. And I always say everything happens for a reason, so I believe that's why.
What do you enjoy most about Raleigh?
Honestly, there's so much. It's a lot different than playing in Canada. Like you could actually be yourself out here, and I like the city. There's lots of good places to eat, lots of good restaurants, and I just like the way the area is.
Are you taking the barbecue?
Honestly, I've tried it a couple times, to be honest, and yeah, that's definitely a southern thing. So I like it. It's a lot better than what I'm used to. So yeah, it's good.
So playing with Jacob Slavin this season, how easy is it to play with him?
It's good. Like the part is, I always say, is it's good to have a partner you could trust and who wants to work with you, and that's I think that's what I like about playing with Slavin the most, is he's really encouraging, and we always talk about our mistakes and plays we could always get better on, and that's what I like in my partner, and that's huge for me. It's something I've never really had. It's really good. All I have to do is play my own game and worry about my job and my assignments, then the rest will take care of itself.
All right, final question for you. We always hear about the locker room culture here in Carolina. What's it been like for you as a new guy coming in?
It's been really eye-opening, to be honest. It's something that I've been wanting for a long time. A group of guys who, a lot of people come from a lot of different teams, and when you come here, it goes team first, and that's what you need if you want to win. And I think that's the biggest thing I picked up on right away. Is everyone knows their job, and Roddy runs a tight ship, so I think he's a big part of that. And then just the passion of wanting to win here in Carolina. A lot of people sleep on us and want to put us as underdogs, and I think it just kind of lights our fire a little bit bigger.
All right, so there is new Hurricanes defenseman Ethan Bear with our own Dennis Cox. Bear now with 2 assists on the season, and he is a +4 so far through 5 games, playing on the top pair with Jacob Slavin. All right, we'll take a check of the first period statistics, and we'll also take a peek at an Nhl Scoreboard. That's after this, when we return after this from your local stations on the Carolina Hurricanes Radio Network.
Don't let just any home improvement contractor into your home. Get a trusted referral from Find It Duke, where pros in our network are insured background checked and inspected to deliver top quality work that meets our high standards. To find a better contractor, turn to Find It Duke. From heating and cooling pros to plumbers, electricians, and more. Get a free contractor referral at finditduke.com.
You know you need a new furnace. You've been patching together that old one for a while now. Normally, with a broken furnace, you would just go get a new one. No problem. But today, folks, supply shortages have turned the nation's furnace inventory into aisle after aisle of empty shelves. Don't worry, though. You can still get a new furnace, but you should order before it's cold, and everyone needs one. Go to greenhorizon.com, and let's make sure you stay warm all winter. greenhorizon.com.
Hey, nice tailgate setup. Thanks. Dos Equis? Sure. Really hits the spot. Oh, yeah, that's good. Well, I hope your team never wins as long as I'm alive. Same to you.
A dose of respect. Brought to you by Dos Equis, proud sponsor of college football. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
First intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena. Canes leading the Boston Bruins 1-0 through one period of play. Let's take a look at an NHL scoreboard brought to you by Raleigh Screen Print, proud partner and T-shirt provider of the Carolina Hurricanes. Lightning shutting out the Coyotes 3-0 end of the first period. Flames shutting out the Penguins 1-0 end of the first. Those are the only games in action at the moment. Full slate coming later on tonight. Blues hosting the Avalanche at 8 o'clock. A flurry of 10 o'clock starts. Canucks home for the Flyers. Sabres at the Ducks. Kraken host the Wild. 10:30 Jets at the Kings. And Sharks will host the Canadiens. Take a look at some of the numbers through one period. Shots on goal even at 11 apiece. Hits go the Bruins' way, 22-21. Face-offs to the Canes, 12-7. 63% clip for Carolina inside the face-off circle. But they lead 1-0 on Tony DeAngelo's point shot goal. Assists from Brady Shea and Vincent Trocheck, and Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina proud to be making donations for every Hurricanes assist this season to help provide healthy food to those in need. Blue Cross North Carolina, we resolve to team up against hunger. So the Hurricanes on top. This is the first of three meetings between the two teams, the Canes and the Bruins, the only one in Raleigh so far this season. We head to the second period with the Hurricanes up 1-0. Mike and Tripp on the call. Next.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-Fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the Applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Get the official NHL app to watch, read, and listen to all the deets.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the sauce. All the saves. All the hits. All the snaps. All the sellies.
Unbelievable!
All the hockey. If it's hockey, it's here. Listen to every NHL game for free, now with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the official NHL app now.
Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and add this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California.
Hi, Caniacs. This is Trip Tracy, and you're listening to the Carolina Hurricanes Radio Network.
Tony D'Angelo is the goal scorer tonight for the Hurricanes, his first as a member of this Canes team, and the first by a Hurricanes defenseman this season. Trip, that's good for you with your prediction from our pregame show on Hurricanes Live.
And Kokaniemi was close. I'm hoping it remains D'Angelo's, but yes, Barry getting to the front of the net after making the play on entry was very important.
Now the second period's underway. Fost owns the puck in the corner. Step away. Niederreiter. This line has been so good for Rod Brind'Amour's team. His Bears shot ricochets just wide. Now Slavin keeping it in. Finds a lane. Has it deflected away from him by Riley. Into the corner, though, Stahl. They'll exchange it right there with Fost. Fost tries to sneak one through a small opening, but it doesn't find the mark, and Bear will just slap at the center ice. Now it's Niederreiter. Going to take a heavy hit there from Mike Riley. Now we'll get some whistles, his pushes and shoves. Eric Haula, the former Kane, getting involved with it. Jesper Fost has a shove for him. Slavin comes into the picture. Brett Pesce comes down on Pasternak. Haula has some words. No love lost there between Haula and his former teammates.
Well, the best line for Carolina, there was a lot to like in the first period. Again, was Stahl, Niederreiter, and Fost playing against the big line for Boston. They had 5 shots between them. Nino didn't, I don't think, love the hit. And then Marchand comes in and sprays it. Whether it's intentional or not, Nino gave him a pretty good shot. And there's been a lot of animosity already in the early going, especially for the players. Yeah, so he sprayed him, and then he came over the top. So I think you call 2 aside here and move on with 4-on-4 hockey.
First time tonight, we get to hear from our officials, Garrett Rank and Francois St. Laurent. Linesmen are Scott Cherry and Ryan Daisy tonight. And love to see the captain, Jordan Stahl, when that big body comes in and just seals off a player like Marchand, saying that's not going to happen, not tonight.
Rod would like to keep him on the ice for 4-on-4, but he just finished a shift. And so he's going to yank off the captain. If you think about this end of the rink, the epic goal in Game 5, 4-on-4 that Jordan Stahl scored against the Nashville Predators. I'm sure he'll see some of this 4-on-4, so you start with the 2 fabulous Finns.
Well, the World Series going on, it's appropriate to be reminded of that goal as he batted out of air. Gave the Canes that big win, and yes, it is the 2 Finns as Sebastian Aho was taking the draw against Eric Haula. He's in the box, and yes, we have a cross-check against Brad Marchand and a roughing against Nino Niederreiter in 4-on-4 hockey as Pesce works it across for Shea. Now Aho gets a stick to it, but DeBrusk accepts the pass and will flip it to the Canes zone. Pesce, tight turn to Shea. A bit more room to work for the Carolina Hurricanes Finns. Carolina drop it off for Shea. His shot right on Swayman makes the save. Kicks it out to Pesce. Pesce. Cross ice Aho. Carolina back to Pesce. Pesce trying to spin away from DeBrusk. Does. Going back out to the point where Shea has it. Shea hanging on to the puck. Back in. It's deflected by Grizzlick behind the net. But Aho's there to pick it up and get it right back to Shea. Shea, he risks one, finds Teravainen. Teravainen, he's being marked there by DeBrusk. A great play by Aho to get the puck to Teravainen. Trying to center it back to Aho. Finds Shea. Now Pesce. Back to Teravainen. Cross ice. Shea. Down low for Aho. Back to Shea out in front. And that's deflected away, and Boston will clear, and the Canes will be able to make a change, and Boston has to stay hemmed in as that's icing against the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, that's critical because Jake DeBrusk and company are tired. I thought DeBrusk was Boston's best player in the first period. He led the Bruins with 3 shots. This is the beauty of not being able to change the team that is guilty of icing. Let's see if fresh legs could be the difference.
For the Hurricanes, they will put Trocheck and Svechnikov up front here on this 4-on-4 with 53 seconds remaining. With 4 aside, Trocheck. He waved out, and Haula takes the draw against Svechnikov. He wins it, but Trocheck trying to get the puck away from McAvoy. McAvoy sidesteps that, and the Bruins will clear. And they need to make a change as DeBrusk puts one right on Freddie Anderson, who catches it, and now the Canes will try to catch the Bruins in a change. Boston completes it. Trocheck into the Bruins end. Banks that off the side of the net. And D'Angelo. And Svechnikov. Got to keep it away from Riley, but Carlo will come up with it for the Bruins. 25 seconds left on 4-on-4 hockey.
Svechnikov is constantly working on things after practice. I think he's going to start working on faceoffs. And he's always been a winger, so he doesn't have any history in the dot, but you watch, he'll start working on it.
No doubt. And again, hard work and skill meeting a player like Andrei Svechnikov, sky's the limit. Now Taylor Hall, the number 1 overall pick of the Oilers in 2010, wings it wide. Kept in at the point, though. Boston now tries to generate a shot out in front. Anderson somehow gets across. It's still loose. Boston's second attempt. That's going to be knocked down by Pesce as he got a knee in front of it. And now Natchez will come away. The penalties are expired. It's 5-on-5. Carolina sends it in. Niederreiter trying to connect to Stahl. Wrap chance. That goes out in front as nobody was home for Carolina. Now Marchand. Get it to Forsberg. Boston into the Kane zone. Bruins trying to complete a change. Like a fire drill out there for the Bruins, but they kept it in. And Frederik Andersen hearing it from the crowd. The Freddie chants from the Caniacs as he again with another dazzling save. Pasternak from Boston looking for some offense. Trying to step away from Stahl. Pasternak will just wing one. That hits Marchand out in front. Marchand shot deflected by Shea, and that'll go over the glass into the netting, stopping things with 16:22 here in the second.
Key play there from Shea because he was at the end of his shift. The Freddie show continues. Lateral movement. Attacking Coyle at the last second. Big time save. Oh, get that man a Danish. And at the other end of the rink, Jordan Stahl is sealed on the wraparound attempt. Pretty entertaining 4-on-4 hockey. The Hurricanes controlled things territorially. Freddie's had his mark on this. His regular season numbers as a Toronto Maple Leaf and an Anaheim Duck against Boston are very, very good, and he has been a difference maker so far in this game.
It's game 399 of his career tonight. His last 3 starts for the Hurricanes, he's only allowed 1 goal in those contests. And a great game indeed, Tripp. He has been outstanding here, winning his first 5 starts with the Hurricanes. First netminder to do that in franchise history. He's only the second in NHL history to win his first 5 starts with a new team. And Boston will win the draw. Forward throws it out in front, deflected as Lazar was out in front, and a big save made by Anderson. And that gives us a chance to get a look at the Liberty Mutual Insurance crease coverage strip.
Look at these sparkling numbers. 7 hours later in Denmark right now. Ernst Anderson, his father was a goaltender as a carpenter. His mom, Charlotte, if you're staying up late with us, hello. And boy, do they already love your son in Carolina.
Oh, absolutely. I'm already hearing the chants from the crowd for Frederik Andersen. Those numbers continue to dazzle, as he does as well. It's Kotkaniemi to Natchez. Back for Kotkaniemi. They'll let it go all the way to the point. Will be settled down by Ian Cole. Trocheck sealed off. The Kotkaniemi throws one through the blue paint. Now Cole, his shot goes wide, bounces off the back of the net. Kotkaniemi tries to get a stick to it. D'Angelo helps keep it in for Carolina. Now it bounces off of the glass. It'll be gloved down by DeBruski. It bounces around, and Bruins will clear. And get the puck forward to Curtis Lazar. He came across with Taylor Hall in the deal with the Buffalo Sabres last year. And the Sabres sent Hall to the Bruins. Machine for Anders Bjork, a few draft picks. Now the Canes looking for more offense as Martinook. And he's gotten a stick put into the midsection. And just throw it into the Boston zone and will pop out, but Martinook will retrieve. And wait for his teammates to tag up. Now Martinook finishing Hall along the boards. Slavin helps out. You get a good look at Jacob Slavin there on Nosek. Carolina will send the puck in the Bruins end skate race, and the Bruins will win it icing against the Hurricanes. Face off coming back in the Canes end.
Well, we're in a spot that Carolina with the same line on the ice was having to stay on off of icing in the second period, where Lawrence, with his family here, I'm told, Stepan and Martinook did the heavy lifting, and he scored a beautiful goal. Let's see if they can do it again. Similar situation.
Stick around. We'll hear from Stevie Lawrence's parents coming up after the break with Abby Labar. And Boston able to keep it in as the Hurricanes trying to get a change. Stepan, real clear. They get a help from a tip from Mr. Lawrence.
If they're anything like their son, they're going to be full of positive energy. You don't want to miss this interview, that's for sure.
Absolutely not. And now Marchand gets taken off the puck, and Niederreiter Goes in after it. Walks around Riley. And he takes a punch right to the mush. And no call. Yes, a call is coming up. As Niederreiter has been very good tonight with physical play, and he draws a penalty. Carolina will be going on the power play.
Nino has just played an extremely heavy game all year long. He's been rewarded to a degree statistically, but that doesn't begin to tell the story. Takes a look. Checks to see what's in front of the net. Mikey Riley comes up high. Gives him the face wash. Nino has had a heck of a year. He gets there first because he's moving his feet. He seems quicker this year.
The Carolina Hurricanes power play. It's a Powerball power play. Carolina 6 for 19 with a man advantage this year. That's 4th in the NHL. Bruins penalty kill has been very good. They killed off 13 of 15. They are 8th in the league here in the early going. So we'll see if the 4th-ranked power play that's operating at a 31.6% clip can continue to go and extend the Canes' lead. It's 1-0 Carolina. Riley's in the box and the Canes on the power play. It's worked from Svechnikov to Carolina. Down low, Carolina being hassled by a couple of Bruins. Corbett and Nosek are there. Nosek will set it out now. It'll be D'Angelo looking for a lane, but he'll bounce it off of the shin pad of Charlie Coyle, and Carolina has to tag up. They do. And Carolina to Trocheck. Svechnikov leaves it for Aho to D'Angelo. D'Angelo trying to find Svechnikov. That pass off target in Boston will send it the length of the ice, and there's just a minute left in the power play.
Excellent penalty killing from the guy that got Boston's first goal last night, the Boston native Charlie Coyle.
Now Stahl allows Natchez to charge into the zone. Carolina tries to set up with this power play unit. Bruins look for a clear, and they do as it gets past Pesce. And just 45 seconds left in the man advantage for Carolina. We'll get a look at Brett Pesce trying to set up the Carolina Hurricanes power play. And he'll leave it back. With speed, it's Natchez. He'll get it forward to Stahl. Stahl flips it back just out of the reach of Natchez. Marchand looks to clear. He gets help from Bergeron, and we've seen these two do this for years, and now Bergeron wisely just shoots the puck on Freddie Anderson as he needs to go make a change, and the Bruins do with just 15 seconds left in the Canes power play.
Terrific penalty killing. Let's see if the Bruins get a lift.
Niederreiter will put one on that Swayman detects. Stahl behind the net. 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Pesce sends it across. Natchez hammers it, put fans on it. And now Stahl. It was a one-timer there. Natchez gets it back. Tries to find Stahl. Penalty is over. It's O'Reilly. Boston's back at full strength. Carolina 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Grizzly with a heavy shove for Natchez. Allows him to clear the puck to Haula. Canes had one shot attempt on that man advantage. Now Haula stop the puck. No, get past him. And Carolina has Lawrence racing into the Bruins zone. Steps away from Studnicka. Coyle will get to it, but step-ons there for Carolina. And Carolina Hurricanes crowd here in boisterous numbers on a Thursday night. Carolina versus Boston. A 1-0 Hurricanes lead with 11:35 to go here in the second period. As this puck is deflected out of play, and that will stop things there. And we'll find out what the parents of Stephen Lawrence have to say about their son's game with the Canes up 1-0.
As the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes, PNC Bank celebrates those who are taking steps every day to make our community a better place to live. Our focus on giving back is part of an ongoing commitment to customers, employees, and the communities we serve. Visit pnc.com/about us to learn more. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hey Hurricanes fans, no matter how you celebrate game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, all sizes of party platters or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter fuel points, you can earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop at your Harris Teeter for great savings on all your game day needs, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Hurricanes fans shop for groceries.
I have the pleasure of being joined by Stephen Lawrence's restrictions last year. So, Mark, I want to start with you. This is Stevie's home. This is where he plays every night. What are your thoughts on the environment and the fans here?
This place is amazing. I'll tell you what, I've been to Toronto many times, and there's more people in this, and it's quiet. This place is electric. I love this place.
All right, Karen. Well, you witness a lot of firsts when it comes to your son walking and talking, but you witnessed his first as far as the NHL goes virtually. What does this moment mean to you?
It was incredible. It's everything he's always dreamed of, and we're happy for him and proud of him. So exciting.
Mark, you said you couldn't sleep last night. You wanted to watch him make his first lap down in the corner on the glass. What was that moment like for you?
You know what? I've been there. I've done it 1,000 times, and this was the best of all. It's so amazing. This is such a great night. Thank you very much.
All right, you guys can feel the emotion down here from these two. Really a special night for the Lawrences.
Absolutely, and great for them to finally see their son play here in person in Carolina. And you can, even through the masks, see the smiles on the Lawrence family face, and maybe he's got another goal in him tonight. Had the game winner against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Monday. Now Carolina.
I might consider throwing a new line on the ice. LeBar in the middle between Lawrence and Lawrence. Good-looking line.
I mean, you got to think there'd be a lot of time of possession there for the Carolina Hurricanes. And the puck will find its way to the blue line. I wonder what Stevie would say about that.
Well, now is he going from Steven to Stevie?
I think
he went from Lawrence to Lawrence.
After the whole name thing, he does not care what we call him. He's just happy to be here. As he shot by Kuhlman is detected by Anderson and right on. And speaking of Mr. Lawrence, how about this move, Trip?
Well, this is a dream. Having to stay on the ice off of icing, so he had to be somewhat tired, but you'd never know it. Turning, battling, locating, puck on end, and he scores. First game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a dream that you'll never be able to take away.
He won all 3 face-offs that he took for the Canes. He was a +1, 7th-round pick. His shot from the point is hammered on and handled by Anderson as Grizzly off the draw. Trying to sneak one past the Kings netminder. Boston trying to keep some action in, but it's going to be Aho for Carolina. Waiting for some friends to catch up with him. Aho with it taken away by Hall. The Bruins will try to clear. Again, the Canes so good at gapping up. Defensemen knowing when to pinch and creating problems for the Bruins trying to exit the zone. And they will. Pesci getting in the way of Hall, but Anderson has to come out and play it. Good stick by Anderson, and now Svechnikov deflects it into the Boston zone. Swinging out to play it. Jacob Zboril. Zboril's making his first appearance in an NHL game this season for the Bruins. And Zboril crossing the line. Bruins played last night. Lost 4-1 to Florida. After scoring the first goal, Florida had 4 in a row. Now Pasternak has it taken away by Niederreiter and Stahl. Stahl goes into the corner. Takes a check from Riley. Niederreiter with a follow-up. Still loose puck. Niederreiter bats it away. Fighting for it. The Pasternak will get it to Marchand, and the Bruins will clear. Now Slavin. Great play to keep it away and bat it up the boards, and Jesper Fast has a step. Fast circles, throws it out in front. Chance by Niederreiter, and Slavin shuts the door.
I think that he tried intentionally, Fast, to put that off of Niederreiter's skate legally.
Well, for the Carolina Hurricanes, this line has been so good. And Jesper Fast tried to get a quick one using Nino Niederreiter. Carolina up 1-0.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Raleigh Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Raleigh Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit RaleighScreenPrint.com today.
With Advance Auto Parts, you can get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. We have a wide variety of parts in stock, and you can get them fast. Order online with Advance Same Day and get your part with same-day pickup in-store, same-day curbside, or same-day delivery.
It's the fastest way to get the part you need, where you need it, when you need it. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participate in CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Just past the halfway point, and Vincent Trocheck, I was walking through the locker room Monday, and usually at the top of the shaft of a stick, it has the name Trocheck to signify it's your pattern, it's your curve. But instead of it saying Trocheck, it says Leo. Leo is Vincent's 3-year-old son. He's obsessed with hockey. He's on the ice occasionally. But more impressively, he rollerblades through the house, through the Trocheck abode on a daily basis. I think that's cool. Hello to the great young Leo Trocheck.
And the other name that you saw was Lennon, which is Vincent's daughter. So he pays homage to both of his kids there as the puck goes out of play. And Vincent Trocheck, a really good family man. And like you say, he can put whatever name he puts his son's name on his hockey stick. That's pretty cool. And there's been a series of that with the Carolina Hurricanes through history. I know Cam Ward used to have fun written on his stick and his equipment. His dad, Ken, told him he had to have fun, and he would put his kids' names on his equipment as well.
Well, I've told the story many times. Ken Ward, who I miss, I always look forward to seeing it. We'll see him in December when we go to Western Canada, the Edmonton area. He told Cam at a young age, the more fun you have, the better you play.
Coming up on Saturday, don't miss an ACC conference doubleheader between Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech, and then Boston College takes on Syracuse. Coverage begins at noon Eastern on Valley Sports South. ACC football on Valley Sports is presented by your local Ford dealer.
Cam Ward just raised a ton of money in the Chicago Marathon in memory of his brother-in-law who passed away due to cancer. And Cam had some issues with his knees halfway through the marathon in Chicago, and he dug in and got it done.
Would not expect anything less from Cam Ward, finding a way to get the job done. Did many times in a Canes uniform. It's Carolina trying to extend their lead right now with 1-0. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Carolina and Boston. Here on Valley Sports South along with Trick Tracy, Abby LaBar, Shane Willis, a fantastic Valley Sports South crew. I'm Mike Maniscalco. Thanks for spending your Thursday night with us. It's been a good one. It was shot by Holla from about 100 feet out, right on that Anderson makes the save. D'Angelo will hang on for a second as it's the longer changes here in the second period. Kotkaniemi showing some dazzling hands. Sends it across. Step-on shot right into Swayman, and he'll hang on.
Kotkaniemi, I think, has gotten back to the form he had in Montreal. He's worked. He's had some fire in his belly, and then his skill can do the rest. Turning, locating the open man, his centerman. Actually, it's a partial change because it's Stepan, not Vincent Trocheck. He made the critical play, distributing the puck on the entry on the only goal of the game.
Stepan will begin against Nika. Stepan wins the draw, but it's out of the zone, so Carolina has to regroup. 7:50 to go here in the second period. Hurricanes up 1-0. Thanks to Tony D'Angelo's first as a Hurricane. Now Anderson comes out of his net, playing it in the trapezoid on a slow roller. Boston trying to keep it in. Coleman slaps it along the boards. Canes will clear. Now it'll be a batted puck that Coleman will just pick up at his own end.
Boston's played a good road game. This is the best team that Carolina has seen, in my view, so far this young year.
Absolutely. Boston, of course, has had some struggles on the road this year. They're 1-2 away from Massachusetts. As a shot from Riley from far out, detected by Frederick Anderson, and he'll catch that and hang on. Face-off coming up in the game zone.
Oh, the calm, cool nature of Freddie Anderson. When we interviewed him after he was named the first star against his former team when the Maple Leafs were in town, I am trying to figure out, and I'm going to talk to him about it, if his heart rate ever elevates above resting. The calm, the cool, Freddie Anderson.
If it does, I don't think he'll tell us.
Oh, I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
If there is one person who can dig in and find that information, it is you, Tim. The face-off to the right of Anderson. The shot's deflected from the point by Scoreboard. Carolina trying to clear Svechnikov. Battling behind the net as McAvoy jumped up and created a chance, but nothing of it. Now Carolina, Svechnikov into the Bruins zone. Svechnikov works his way, sends it out in front, and that's deflected just wide. As Ethan Barrett jumped in from his defensive position. Now Taylor Hall. He tries a pass, but intercepted by Teravainen. Now Aho taken down, and a call coming up, and the Canes will get their second opportunity on the power play tonight as Sebastian Aho draws the penalty, taken down by Nosek.
Prior to the penalty, Svechnikov just has another gear. I wish he would have taken that puck, Andre, to the front of the net, but he has another gear. Aho managing the puck. He draws that penalty because he knows he's in one of the two blue stripes. He's got to be hard on the puck and draws the stick infraction from Nosek. Rod will start with his second power play unit. You want this to be a competition for ice time. Of course, the contestants on the first unit just finished a shift, so natural to start the stall unit.
And for us, it means the Carolina Hurricanes will be going on a Powerball power play. Boston will win the draw and will send it the length of the ice. Anderson will set it up for Brett Pesce. Nosek in the penalty box, 4 tripping. Canes 0 for 1 tonight on the power play with 1 shot on goal. Trying to thread the needle, they'll score! Nino Niederreiter's pass deflected out in front. It beats Swayman, and the Canes up 2-0.
Power play entry as a group with speed. Kokaniemi comes in with his net drive and also does Natchez. And the puck goes off a forward wearing 28 for Boston. Yes, you create your own break. But Pesce playing on the power play for the first time since he was a member of New Hampshire. A pass was zipped, and Nino passed this puck, trying to find Natchez with pace. That goes off the forward. Kokaniemi had his best game a week ago against Montreal. This is subtle, but he drives the front of the net. Forward has to go with him, and you get the bounce.
You mentioned that pace for Niederreiter. He had both Kokaniemi and Natchez driving the net. Now the Canes up 2-0 here with a big power play goal that will go to Nino Niederreiter. He is the even strength variety. Both his goals this year came 5-on-5. That's his first power play goal this year. He had 16 power play goals last year's Frederick Anderson keeps the puck away from Curtis Lazar. Lazar got the stick in there, and the Canes will take exception to that as Vincent Trocheck doesn't want that to happen. And the Canes standing up for their netminder, and they've got the fans standing up with a 2-0 lead here in Raleigh.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously. But as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
When it comes to care you and your family deserve, make the right play with a team that always has your back. The team at UNC Rex Healthcare is by your side, offering innovative care and personalized services with great expertise and compassion. Whether you're on the ice, in the stands, or anywhere in between, we're always in the game to help you be at your best.
Carolina up 2-0 as Nino Niederreiter uses Derek Forbert to give the Canes a big power play goal trip.
Freddie Anderson. He's going to get his first point as a Hurricane. What more can you do, Freddie? Pesci to Niederreiter. And this puck clearly goes off of the toe and then the knee, or just under the knee at Forbort, as Kokaniemi goes to the front of the net, as does Natchez, who was the intended recipient, and Freddie Anderson. Why not? Add a point to your repertoire. If that was a 200-foot play, I know you get a bounce, but any power play coming up the ice has to come up as a group, has to come up with speed. And there can't be any wasting movement, puck movement. Freddie got it to Pesci. Pesci passed that puck with velocity to Nino, and Nino, he had some pretty crisp passing to the middle of the ice for the bounce.
10th career assist for Frederick Anderson. For the Canes, a 2-0 lead here. Under 6 minutes in the second period. It's Boston with a snapshot from Pasternak, and Anderson will detect that and hang on.
Oh, Freddie. The playmaker. Yeah.
It is close to Halloween, and he has been a nightmare for the opponents.
I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed watching what a daily pro Freddie is, which is a nice about face, because as a kid, let me tell you, I was afraid to go to sleep at night because I thought Freddy Krueger might arrive.
I know.
That's a fact. I mean, he haunted me.
You are not alone on that one, partner. It took me a while to make it all the way through those movies, and right now you got to think that Freddie Anderson is haunting the dreams of some forwards in the National Hockey League. And that is violent, but certainly keeping them up at night. Bergeron and Niederreiter collide in the corner. Niederreiter will come out with it. We're going to get a penalty behind the play, and it looks like Jordan Stahl is going to be going to the box as he took down Patrice Bergeron.
Yeah, captain on captain, center on center. Atypical for Jordan Stahl. He gave Patrice a look like, are you sure? But the Boston Bruins power play with all of its weapons will have its first chance of the night. That's a penalty.
Carolina, 11, minor penalty, interference.
He was already between Bergeron and Niederreiter, which would be Jordan's argument. He would have actually had to get out of the way. And why would you get out of the way? I'm afforded a replay that officials aren't. I'm not sure about that one. Because Jordan, where was he going to go? The optics of it don't look good, so the fact that interference is called does not surprise me.
For the Bruins, it's their first attempt on the power play here tonight. The Canes have the fourth best penalty killing unit in the NHL, operating at a 90% clip. Goes off 18 of 20, and this is a big moment here late in the second period between these teams, where the Canes up 2-0. Boston's power play going to work. Slavin will chop it to Aho, can't clear. Bergeron will handle it. Now Bergeron interferes with Aho behind the plate. No call, as Aho had tried to set up a shorthanded opportunity.
Yeah, that's one where if you call one, you'd really have to call both. Several years ago now on Hartford Whalers, pre-Christmas, the first time we saw the jerseys, I bring that up because that was the first time that Aho and Teravainen killed penalties together.
Now the Bruins Pasternak to Marchand into the Canes zone. Taylor Hall will work it to Bergeron. Back up to the point, it's McAvoy across from Marchand. Now Pasternak, he's bothered by Shea, and then Natchez gets a stick to it. And the Canes have a 3-on-2 developing. Natchez, Fost, and Shea. Natchez tries to find Shea a little bit too far. Now back the other way. Pasternak with some speed. Great work by Pesci, who got in between the pass intended for Taylor Hall. And now Marty Natchez had a lane and will just whack this one all the way down the ice, and the Canes will put 4 new killers on the ice as the power play continues for the Bruins.
If you're not scoring, find ways to help the team in other capacities. And there, Natchez, after Brady Shea got cut up the ice looking for something offensively, came back and allowed Pesci to seal.
And now Jordan Martinook is going to be going to the box. It appears, a call behind the play. It looked like Martinook had gotten interfered with, but Carolina will be 2 men down for 20 seconds.
We'll see what the call is.
I believe it's a cross-check.
Goal number 48, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
You know, with the emphasis on cross-checking, it's a tribute to the players. We have not seen many cross-checking penalties. Martin comes into contact. So far, it's both. Again, it's both. And now you're giving a team that's down 2-0 a 5-on-3. Granted, it's abbreviated, but Rod's got a great argument. You have to call both there. If you're going to call Martin or call Coyle, twice, they both got involved. Big face-off coming. I just think you have to earn a 5-on-3. It's got to be clear-cut, and that was not.
The draws one by Boston. McAvoy has it. He fumbles with the puck. Aho charges after him here. The Canes are trying to kill off the 20 seconds left in the stall penalty. Now Pasternak tries to settle the puck down. Gets it up top for McAvoy. Now across from Marchand. Stahl comes out of the box. Hall can't connect on the pass from Marchand, and it's a 5-on-4, and Jordan Stahl out of the box comes up with it, and he's interfered with Pasternak. Playing on as Aho will get to the puck. Now Aho on one knee has it taken away by Taylor Hall, and now a call is going to be made as the Carolina Hurricanes fans get out of their seats and are making noise for the hard-working Hurricanes penalty killers.
This is where your captain.
37-2 for Chick-Fil-a.
He hated being in the box. Whether he should have been there or not, that's very, very debatable. But he comes out with a purpose after Aho did a terrific job during the short 5-on-3. And you see the stick of Bergeron gets between the legs of Aho's, and then it stays there. And now we'll go back to our second 4-on-4 situation of the period. This penalty killing for the Hurricanes just continues to be a heck of a story because you're losing very important killers this week. Just look at it. Pesci, Slavin against Toronto. Jordan Stahl, Timmy Gleason. Boy, I remember when you were playing with Joe Corvo during that great series that Scotty Walker eventually won on the road in Game 7. You were a player then. You're doing a super job so far as a coach, and specifically with the kill.
The Bruins and Hurricanes will be 4-on-4 for a minute and 27 seconds. The Canes, by the way, the penalty killer strip that you were giving all of those accolades to, are well deserved for Tim Gleason and company. That's a quick 2 for 2 on the kill here tonight. And now Trocheck using the stick like a wand right now to walk the puck into the Bruins zone. Bear. He'll launch one deflected wide. Slavin might have gotten a stick to that. Trocheck trying to keep it in, but the Brusque will take it away, and Haller will have it. And just ease this into the Cane zone. Slavin bunts it down, and now Svechnikov has got a break. Svechnikov in on swing, fires it wide. Andrei Svechnikov was thinking upper corner.
Slavin's ability consistently, usually right around his own blue line, to bat pucks out of midair is remarkable.
35 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey as Bear will deflect the puck in, but that's going to be blown dead here. And let's get a look at that chance from Andrei Svechnikov.
Yeah, it did. Again, it's a nice pass in transition from Ethan Bear. He does that well. I mean, there is a ton of flex here. He sees his location. It's late in the period. Puck comes off clean. I don't think he missed it by much. You see the flex and the power in that release from Andre.
I thought you were going to make a Get Smart reference. Missed it by that much.
No, I'm still trying to get smart.
We're there. Now, out in front, Taylor Hall can't handle the pass from Pasternak as Aho with an outstanding back check. And in 10 seconds, Carolina will be going on the power play for the third time tonight. As the puck will be deflected in by Teravainen for no icing. And the Carolina Hurricanes, for 33 seconds, are on the man advantage, so that means it's a power play for the Canes. It's Pesci out front, right on, and Slavin with a glove save, robbing the Terrytown, New York native of a power play goal.
Almost the second goal of the night and second of the year for the Carolina defense. Aho had made a big-time defensive play. Martin gets it to Pesci. He has time. And Swayman. Hockey East on Hockey East. Glove well in front of him. Swayman. This is the play from Aho. Late in the period, 2-0. You wonder why you have a winning culture when you have a buy-in on both sides of the puck, like we've seen so far this year, and right there.
Now the Canes have 25 seconds left of the power play to work with. Boston tries to clear, and they'll hammer it past Tony DeAngelo and take time off of the penalty to their captain, Patrice Bergeron. In the box for tripping Sebastian Aho. Not your normal power play unit for the Canes as Slavin and DeAngelo are out there. DeAngelo now cruising with some speed into the Bruins zone. Out of the box now is Bergeron. Canes have to be wary of that. Good play by Stahl. Boston will just ease the pucking with 60 seconds remaining here in the second period. And 2-0 Carolina lead. Charlie Coyle ambling into the Canes zone. He sets it up, shot right on. As McAvoy steps into that, that's deflected out of play.
Huge save. The sound that I heard from up here sounded completely like it hit the handle of Freddie Anderson's stick. Let's see. The sound. It's a particular sound. I don't think it caught the pipe. I think it caught the shaft of his stick. See how he attacked the puck? You attack the puck with your hands in front. You actually have more coverage on the shaft of your stick playing into the shooting funnel.
Anderson played that percentage, played it right for the Carolina Hurricanes. 24th save of the night for Frederik Andersen, but it's Sebastian Aho keeping the puck in the Bruins' end for the moment. The Canes forecheck, trying to keep it away from Marchand. Svechnikov with a shove for the Bruins' alternate captain. 28 seconds to go here in the period. McAvoy paws down the puck at center ice, gets it to Pasternak. He takes a shove. Anderson sticks the puck into the corner. Now Bergeron loses his edge. As it's 37-on-37, Svechnikov will get to it. 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. Boston trying one last chance, but it's going to be too far. And icing against the Bruins with 6.6 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Another fun period of hockey. And now a chance to put an exclamation point on it. Offensive zone faceoff. Aho's goal, the first goal of the week here on home ice against Toronto. He was off of an offensive zone set faceoff play.
Stepan will take the draw, but it'll be handled by Grzelcyk with 2 seconds left here in the period. And 1 second, time expires, and the second period in the books. Tony DeAngelo with his first goal as a Carolina Hurricane. We'll join Abby Labar coming up on the PNC Bank second intermission report. We'll have After 40 with Abby and Shane, and your second period highlights coming your way. It feels like a playoff game here, and it's just game 6 of the season. Frederik Andersen has been locked in for all 6 starts for the Hurricanes, and he's a big reason why Carolina is up 2-0 after 40 minutes of play.
What makes Culver's Butterburger one of America's best-loved burgers? I could go on for hours, but all you really need to know is this. Our fresh, never-frozen beef is made from the highest quality cuts for richness and flavor. We press that beef into a very hot grill after you order, and that's how we get that nice caramelized edge. Then we lightly butter and toast the bun for that extra bit of goodness.
That's what makes it a Culver's Butterburger. Let us craft one for you today. Welcome to Delicious.
Say you had the greatest job in the world, which everyone knows is crafting pumpkin fresh frozen custard desserts at Culver's. Here would be your typical day. Pour farm fresh dairy into the custard maker and run continuously all day. Add real pumpkin puree and pumpkin pie spice, then craft our pumpkin spice shake or salted caramel pumpkin concrete mixer. Yum! Serve with a great big pumpkin lovin' smile.
Just like that, pumpkin's back at Culver's, but not for long. Welcome to Delicious.
If your pipes go bump in the night, might be time to get those checked out. Call Progressive Plumbing for same-day service, flat rate pricing, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Visit callprogressive.com.
We don't want you on our team.
You're not the right fit for this job.
You're too slow and fat. Don't you care how you look?
Weight bias hurts. Go to stopweightbias.com. A public service message from Obesity Action Coalition.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena. Canes leading the Boston Bruins 2-0 through 40 minutes. Canes doubled their lead at the 13:35 mark, this time on the power play. Brett Pesce, long pass through the neutral zone to Nino Niederreiter right at the offensive blue line. Nino tried a centering feed, but it went off Boston's Derek Forbort. And then it went past Jeremy Swayman to give Carolina a 2-0 lead. It was the third goal of the season for Nino Niederreiter. Freddie Anderson credited with a secondary assist on the play. The Canes, by the way, have now scored on the power play in 4 of their 6 games this year, and Nino deserved it because Nino has been all over the play so far in this game. He just hasn't gotten anything to go. So glad he was able to get some good fortune on that one. But that was good because the power play before that didn't do very much. Canes started with a second power play unit on that power play where Nino scored, but the period kind of turned into a penalty fest. There were 7 penalties whistled in the period. Canes had 3 power plays. Boston had 2. Overall, fun hockey game, feisty at times. Canes were outshot and outchanced in the period, but they're the only ones who have scored goals in this game, and they lead it 2-0 through 2 periods of play. We'll check in with our Canes reporter in just a little bit. Adam Gold will drop by, give us his thoughts on the game and the season so far. We'll take a look at an NHL scoreboard. We'll bring you second period stats, but we'll do all of that after we bring you the second period highlights next.
At PNC, we understand the needs and aspirations of every customer are unique. That's why we offer products and services that can help you gain the confidence you need to make important financial decisions no matter what stage of life you may be in. Whether you're interested in a checking product or planning for retirement, PNC is committed to creating innovative tools that help you make the most of your money and your financial future. Visit PNC.com/insights to learn more. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
When it comes to care you and your family deserve, make the right play with a team that always has your back. The team at UNC Rex Healthcare is by your side, offering innovative care and personalized services with great expertise and compassion. Whether you're on the ice, in the stands, or anywhere in between, we're always in the game to help you be at your best. UNC Rex Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Carolina Hurricanes.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/2021. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena. 2-0 the score. Canes on top of the Bruins through 40 minutes. Time for the second period highlights brought to you by Spectrum Mobile. Spectrum is the most reliable service coast to coast. You could save up to 40% at SpectrumMobile.com. Early in the period, Canes looking for goal number 2 on the rush. Jesper Fost beating Nino Niederreiter at the top of the crease. He kind of went crashing into the goaltender. Puck was a little behind him, and Jeremy Swayman able to make the save to keep the game 1-0 at the time.
Still loose puck. Niederreiter bats it away. Fighting for it, but Pasternak will get it to Marchand, and the Bruins will clear. Now Slavin, great play to keep it away, and bat it up the boards, and Jesper Fost has a step. Fost circles, throws it out in front. Chance by Niederreiter, and Slavin shuts the door.
Canes did double their lead at 13:35 on the power play. Brett Pesce, long pass to the neutral zone. Nino Niederreiter at the offensive blue line. Nino trying a centering feed as he crossed into the offensive zone, but it went off Boston's Derek Forbort and beat Jeremy Swayman for the 2-0 lead.
Joseph in the penalty box, 4 tripping Canes. 0-for-1 tonight on the power play with 1 shot on goal. Trying to thread the needle, they'll score! Nino Niederreiter's pass deflected out in front. It beats Swayman, and the Canes up 2-0.
Third of the year for Nino. Freddie Anderson, by the way, credited with a secondary assist, his first point as a Hurricane. Canes have now scored on the power play in 4 of their 6 games this year. And with the Hurricanes putting the biscuit in the basket on the power play, get a free Bowberry biscuit at Bojangles tomorrow morning. Bojangles, it's bow time. Late in the period, Jordan Martinook came screaming out of the penalty box after serving his penalty. He was headed to the bench, but here comes the puck. So he grabbed it, broke in on a 2-on-1, fed Brett Pesce, but his shot swallowed by Swayman to keep it a 2-0 game.
The Carolina Hurricanes, for 33 seconds, are on the man advantage, so that means it's a power play for the Canes. It's Pesce out front, right on, and Swayman with a glove save, robbing the Tarrytown, New York native of a power play goal.
And so that's how it happened in period number 2. Canes lead at 2-0 through 40 minutes. Carolina Hurricanes individual game tickets on sale now. Join the loudest house in the NHL by visiting hurricanes.com/tickets to select the individual games that work within your schedule. Cheer on the Canes at PNC Arena as they pursue their 4th straight Stanley Cup playoffs appearance. That's hurricanes.com/tickets. We'll check in with our Canes reporter, Adam Gold, next.
What has fluffy brioche buns, crunchy pickles, tasty mayo, a crispy fried chicken fillet, and the perfect amount of spice? Any guesses? Bingo! The Spicy Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich. Go on and get yourself a bite of the only spicy chicken sandwich that's finger-licking good. So, what are you waiting for? Order the Spicy KFC Sandwich on the KFC app today for just $3.99. At participating locations only. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
You want to know what makes me LeBron? Sleep. That's right. Sleep is my superpower. And Calm, the #1 app for sleep, is essential to activating that power. From the sound of rain falling on leaves to bedtime sleep stories, Calm puts me to sleep within minutes, which means I wake up ready for any challenge. Because greatness lies on the other side of sleep.
For 40% off a Calm premium subscription, go to calm.com/LJ. That's calm.com/LJ.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena. Canes on top of the Boston Bruins 2-0 after 40 minutes, and it's time to welcome back Adam Gold, Canes reporter, 99.9 The Fan, our flagship station in Raleigh. Follow him on Twitter at @AGoldFan. Read his work, listen to his podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, and at WRALSportsFan.com. It's time for game analysis brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Advance your auto. Adam.
Yes.
How do you like the Hurricanes through 2 periods?
They've been good. First period, I think they were better than the second period.
Agreed.
At least they were more dangerous in the first period, although I thought both teams were dangerous in the first period. But, man, shouts to the Jordan Staal line. They drew the assignment. Rod said to Jordo, Nino, and Jesper Fast, you guys have the perfection line. See what you can do. They've been better than the perfection line tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All the way to the point where Patrice Bergeron just has to fake penalties in order to try to get one over on Jordan Staal, because he just kind of ran into Jordo and somehow fell to the ground.
Well, if you ran into Jordan Staal, you'd fall to the ground,
I
too.
would. Jordan's a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jordan just stood there and looked at him like, dude, are you kidding me?
Right. Well, it worked. It got them a power play, but Carolina eventually basically killed that one off, and then Staal, when he comes out of the box, he and Aho do great work in the neutral zone. Bergeron commits a tripping penalty on Aho. So no harm, no foul there.
All is right in the world. Makeup call, I'm sure. Adam Gold is joining us here. So the Hurricanes start 5-0. You pointed out the last time that it was the first time the Hurricanes had won 5 regulation games to start a season ever. What stands out to you so far in the start to the season?
Yeah, it's interesting because I think you and I agree, because we talk about this all the time. I don't think they've been clean in their own zone. You know, there was the game against, I think it was Montreal, where they had like 20 giveaways. And then the next game against Columbus, there weren't giveaways, but they couldn't get the puck out of their own end, and they, clearing attempts would carry them off somebody's leg, and all of a sudden, Patrick Laine has the puck right out in front. And then, against Toronto, they really had cleaned a lot of that stuff up, but Toronto's got elite-level players. Ethan Bear commits a turnover. But Freddie Anderson has played great. They have gotten excellent goaltending. They've been opportunistic. And I really think that the growth of Aho and Svechnikov, and the fact is that Jordan Staal and his line have been great. And you and I talked about it last time. Nino, I don't know what it is. Is he in better shape? Is he committing to a different facet of his game? But he's been excellent, and he's been excellent tonight. He deserved the goal.
He definitely did deserve the goal. Tony DeAngelo got his first goal of the season as well. What have you seen from Tony through 5 games?
I love the tenacity. I love his aggression. He's like nasty without going across the line.
Take you back to that first time he took somebody out in game 1 or
Cal
game
Clutterbuck,
2? Yeah.
man. Cal Clutterbuck comes in. It was DeAngelo's misplay at the blue line on the power play that allowed Clutterbuck in, and Tony got on the right side of him and just punched him down, man. It was awesome. But all of his points, except tonight, he has a 5-on-5 goal tonight. But all of his points have come on the power play before tonight. Yet he was still a +5, which shows you that he has been playing really well in all situations. He makes his mistakes like everybody else, but he's a gritty player. This game has been a gritty game from Carolina.
It has. Adam Gold, Canes reporter. Follow him on Twitter @AGoldFan. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
When we win, you win. If the Canes win tonight, you can enjoy a free chicken sandwich at participating Greater Triangle locations by logging into the Chick-Fil-A app. 2-0. Canes lead. Back with a scoreboard and a look at the statistics after this from your local stations on the Carolina Hurricanes Radio Network.
Since 2006, when our local pro hockey team won the Cup, Linda Craft and Team Realtors have proudly been part of the team's tradition. And like the team as they pursue excellence, Linda Craft and Team continue to pursue excellence in real estate throughout the Research Triangle area. When you are ready to sell your home or buy your first home or your next home, you can start your journey to excellence by going to lindacraft.com. That's LINDACRAFT.com.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena, and it's time to take a look at some of these statistics through 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in favor of Boston, 24-20. Hits go to Boston, 37-26. Face-offs to Carolina, 23-21, 52% win rate for Carolina. Canes 1 for 3 on the power play now, and Boston is 0 for 2 on the power play. Let's take a look at an NHL scoreboard. Lightning leading the Coyotes 4-0. End of the second period. Flames over the Penguins 2-0. 16:56 to go in the third. Avalanche and Blues tied 1-1. End of the first. Carolina Hurricanes season ticket memberships start as low as $20 per game and include the lowest ticket rates, exclusive access, and benefits reserved only for season ticket members. To learn more about becoming a full season, 22-game, or 11-game Flex Plan member today, visit hurricanes.com/season tickets. The Hurricanes on top because of Tony DeAngelo's first goal as a Hurricane in the first period. And then Nino Niederreiter gets the Hurricanes a power play goal at 13:35 of the second. And the Hurricanes looking for their 6th win in a row, lead at 2-0 as they head to the third period. Mike and Tripp back with a call next.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Spectrum Paint.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality, with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service, with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help you with all your painting projects. Spectrum Paint, official paint store of the Carolina Hurricanes. Visit SpectrumPaint.com for all 5 Triangle locations.
You're listening to the exciting action of Canes hockey on the Carolina Hurricanes Radio Network. Getting ready for the third period here in Raleigh. The Hurricanes up 2-0 over the Bruins, and again, a team effort from Carolina. And you need that when the Bruins come to town, because their top line of Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron, and David Pastrnak have been Hurricanes killers in the past. When you look at Marchand with 23 points, and then you've got Patrice Bergeron with 32 points, and David Pastrnak, new to the party, with 13. What have the Canes done to contain them so far tonight?
Jordan Staal up front has played along with Niederreiter and Foss. They haven't just played him toe-to-toe. They've spent probably the bigger percentage of shifts against the Bergeron line in the Boston zone. It's that simple. Slavin and Bear, for the most part, have been the 2 guys on the back end, but if you can't get Slavin with last change, you want Pesci. But it's been Jordan against Patrice, and so far, Jordan's had the night.
So when you say it's that simple, that's it. And that's what the Carolina Hurricanes have done tonight, but they've got 20 minutes here, and a 2-0 lead to protect as the Bruins do come back out with Bergeron against the Staal line. Ethan Bear to the puck. The Bergeron will get to it. Pastrnak, sharp angle, and Anderson. No problem there. Let's find out what Abby LeBar has in store for us. What's going on, Abby?
Well, Trip Tracy, I know you love talking about your neutral zone, so I asked Rod Brindamore how they were playing, or which area were they playing the best in, and he said, actually, we've just been okay in every area. Wants to see them grind it out more in the offensive zone, and he confirmed this is one of the toughest games. No room out there, guys.
Absolutely not, Abby. Thanks. Good stuff. Hearing from the head coach, Rod Brindamore. And Trip, as you know, that he will give the credit when it's there, but you also know he is not one to shy away from what his team needs to improve on.
I did think in that all-important neutral zone, Carolina was much better in the second period. They're going to have to play 60 to finish the job.
Now they'll go for a line change as Nino Niederreiter deposits the puck in the Boston zone, and 5 new players out for Rod Brindamore. We've got 55 seconds gone here in the third period. Boston with a shot right out in front, and that hits escape. He's trying to connect on the pass there with Studnicka and missed it, and that gives Kotkaniemi a chance to fly with Trocheck. Plays onside as Kotkaniemi tries to bank one off the side of Swayman. Now a turnover. As Trocheck had it for a second but lost it. And back the other way is Taylor Hall and company. Hall trying to come up with a puck. Knocked down his own man, Brett Pesci. Bothered by Eric Halla. Pesci uses the glass to smartly get the puck back into the Boston zone. Natchez got a good look at him skating into your living room. Takes the puck away from Grizzly. When Halla comes down to help his defenseman, Brandon Carlo tries to fence it out. Instead, it goes back to Trocheck to the point. Cole shot, though. Catches Lazar, who got in front of that as Ian Cole tried to center one. Now Cole with his head up gets the puck to Natchez. Natchez taken down by McAvoy, and the Carolina Hurricanes will be going back on the power play.
McAvoy was right off the bench, and he was absolutely trying to label Natchez. Ends up being a leg-to-leg collision. McAvoy has just come on the ice. I don't see any ill intent here from Charlie McAvoy, because he's trying to bury him. And then the agility of Natchez changed the point of impact. There's nothing wrong with it, but as soon as you see a leg-to-leg collision and Natchez go down, you worry, but he seems to be okay.
As you see Natchez on the bench, Carolina Hurricanes have 2 minutes, and that means a power play coming up with McAvoy in the box. 2 minutes to start off, and a minute 59 gone by here in the third period. A power play of consequence for a team that's already 1 for 3 with the man advantage so far tonight. As the draw pushes along the boards, Teravainen works it to D'Angelo. Svechnikov deflected out in front. Zaho was cruising the bumper position with Trocheck out front. D'Angelo They get it to Teravainen. Back to D'Angelo. Svechnikov tries to go to the seam. It's deflected, but Teravainen and company hold it in. Back to Svechnikov. His shot right into the glove of Swayman, and he'll hang on.
I watched Svechnikov in practice yesterday. I don't know if he scored a goal on a one-timer so far in his NHL career, but with Jeff Daniels, who does just a yeoman developmental job running the forwards, they were working on one-timers on the other side. You just want to improve upon it. Watch him. He'll end up scoring a one-timer sometime soon.
Let's see if Tripp's got the calls. The Canes win the draw. Trocheck to Svechnikov to D'Angelo. D'Angelo across. Teravainen, the shot's deflected right on. Swayman makes the save. Trocheck was out front. Now D'Angelo. Back to Teravainen. Minute 20 left in the power play. To D'Angelo. Svechnikov. Line shoots. That's absorbed into the body of Forbert. Boston will clear, and both special teams units will change up.
So easy to work on the things you're good at. And Svechnikov on his natural side, he's going to risk the puck. But if he's ever on the other side, he can put that practice to work, improving that one-timer.
As the puck rolls in on Swayman, Boston will be able to clear, and now the Canes will change up their forward group as well. As out comes Stahl. Natchez, Kotkaniemi, Niederreiter, and Pesce. This unit has a power play goal here for the Canes tonight. They put them up 2-0. Natchez overskates the puck. Charlie Coyle will clear it for Boston. Bruins trying to take some time off of the penalty to McAvoy. And now it's under 30 seconds left in the power play for Carolina. And Riley will take more time off of the clock for the Bruins. Carlo will connect the pass to Marchand, but he'll overskate it, and that gives Niederreiter a chance to collect, and possible time for one last rush for the Carolina Hurricanes. Pesce will drop it back for Kotkaniemi. 5 seconds left in the man advantage. Into the Bruin zone goes Carolina. But Carlo will get to the puck, and out of the box comes McAvoy. Canes now 1 for 4 with a man advantage here tonight, and Boston ices the puck. For the Carolina Hurricanes, some point streaks at stake, Clip.
Yeah, and I mean, both of these players have been stars, plain and simple, throughout this young season. And even strength, it's amazing because when Svechnikov spends time on a different line than playing with Aho and Teravainen, as soon as he's plugged back with them, as was the case early against Toronto Monday, instant chemistry. It's pretty uncanny.
And both players have had a point in every game to start the season. They are the point leaders for the Canes. 9 points for Svechnikov to start the season. As McAvoy out of the penalty box, centers one, and that's deflected away by the Canes and knocked out of trouble. Aho on the early season has 7 points, 4 goals and 3 assists. Let's see if they can keep that tally rolling. Right now they'll take the win as Lawrence into the Boston zone. He'll rip one right on, and Swayman with a right pad save. Lawrence, the 7th round draft pick for the Canes, has stepped into a big way. Now Taylor Hall generates an opportunity, and Anderson swallows that puck. And it's a chance for our Dell Technology in control. And it's a chance to look at Nino Niederreiter.
He's having a heck of a start to his year, period. We'll get to it momentarily. He's been an impact player playing on the left side where Fogle played. He has more offensive upside, but he's fitting on a checking line, but it's such a good line, they're going to create their offense.
Now Boston trying to create some here. Riley's shot doesn't get through. The opportunity by Coyle is deflected away. Now just dumped into the corner of the Hurricane zone. O'Shea will pick it up. His attempt to clear knocked down by Coyle. Coyle from a sharp angle on Anderson. Rebound to Studnicka. He turns and fires. That hits Pesce up high. Carolina tries to chop it out. Aho can't. Coyle gets to it. Second chance to reload. That'll be deflected over the glass and out of play, stopping things with 14:46 left in the third period.
Here comes the Boston push. Now, this is not what you're thinking about, but ideally, you continue to press here. smartly. When I was down for my bench interview with Jacob Slavin in the open of our show, the Chicago Blackhawks equipment was down by the Zamboni. They're already here. So if you can utilize all 4 lines, all 6 defensemen, that helps you for tomorrow night in your first back-to-back of the year.
That's the Canes in the second of this 4-game homestand. By the way, the Boston Bruins played last night, lost 4-1 to Florida. It's their first back-to-back of the season. So maybe the Canes can take advantage here in the third period. But a power play coming up as taken down to the ice was Coleman. So the Bruins are going to get a power play when Carolina touches up on the puck. And now Boston will work the puck around. I wonder if it'd be better if they would just give it up right now, or with Swayman on the bench, try to get something going. As the Bruins will find Pasternak, the extra attacker. Skates into his own. Pasternak gets it across for Carlo. They'll work it across, stepping in his McAvoy backhand. That goes through the blue paint. And Bergeron was given a rough ride out front. The Canes will touch the puck in a power play coming up for the Bruins.
Yeah, that's why you hold on to it in the ensuing 5-on-4, because you end up creating a chance. 5-on-3, I personally think you should give away the puck. And Cole was guilty of the interference right at the offensive blue line. Left side of your screen. Yeah, he reaches out with, in particular, his right glove. And Cole, I mean, you have so many different guys that can kill penalties on the back end. So if a defenseman takes a penalty, you can overcome it.
The Bruins will be going on the man advantage for the third time tonight. It's Taylor Hall. The Marchand. Carolina will work the puck around. It'll be deflected back up to the point. Marchand to Bergeron out front. Anderson with the save. As Bergeron had a quick snapper on the one-timer for Marchand. Now on the slot, Marchand sends it across Bergeron. He misses the chance. Out in front, that was Taylor Hall who had the empty net and missed it. And now Boston's power play will give the puck up, and Carolina will send it the length of the ice. Oh, Taylor Hall with a glorious opportunity, and then Boston will ice the puck to rub a little bit more salt in that wound.
A stratospheric pass by Brad Marchand. One of the great bumper men up high around the tops of the circles and the hash mark. Patrice Bergeron over the last many years. Distributes the puck properly. Here he doesn't have the seat. Bumper man gets the puck to the net. Boston at puck retrieval. And eventually Marchand gets it. Second effort for Bergeron. And Hall just didn't have the proper angle on the stick.
The Canes dodged the figurative bullet there. There's a minute 20 left in the penalty to Ian Cole, and now another giveaway of the puck. And Natchez is going to get a chance to get a step on Pasternak, but Pasternak eliminates Natchez behind the Bruins net. And away comes Taylor Hall. And now Carolina is going to be shorthanded by 2 men. And Sebastian Aho is going to be guilty for taking down Taylor Hall, who went down like he was in a hurricane wind there.
For me, this is a penalty. You know, it's just like Carolina creates the bounce on their power play goal. The bounce off of Forberg in the second period. You come up the ice with speed. That's a penalty, in my opinion. And so now, a significant 5-on-3. This is the chance. Second effort from Bergeron. What a pass from Marchand. And Hall just misses. And now Cassidy will call his timeout. It looks like he's the one calling it, because this is really the game in a lot of ways. He wants to use the same guys that were just on the ice and make sure that everybody is properly prepared for a 2-man advantage.
Well, Carolina did kill off an abbreviated 2-man advantage, but there was only 20 seconds in that one in the second period. This is going to be a little bit different. 61 seconds of a 5-on-3. And taking a look at what the Carolina Hurricanes have in store here to close out October. They've already got 1 win on this 4-game homestand as they beat the Leafs on Monday tonight. They've got this 2-0 lead over the Bruins. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night on Valley Sports South against the Blackhawks. 7 o'clock face-off, 6:30 Hurricanes live. And then Sunday, Halloween, trick or treat, 1 o'clock. The Arizona Coyotes come into town to close out this 4-game homestand for Carolina. Right now, it's Jordan Stahl winning a big draw on a 5-on-3, but the Canes can't clear. Bergeron gets to it. He'll lose it, and now Stahl will get the puck, and the Canes can rag some time off of the penalty to Ian Cole, as he's got 50 seconds left in his infraction. And that means 50 seconds of a 5-on-3 for the Bruins, with Carolina up 2-0 here in the third period. And Stahl with a monstrous hit takes out Bergeron and McAvoy at the same time, and then Slavin will get to the puck. The crowd roars as the Canes take more time off of this 5-on-3 opportunity.
Yeah, Stahl Bunyan, who won the initial important draw against Bergeron, and then the monster truck portion of the tour at the defensive blue line.
Now Boston able to get into the Cane zone, trying to set up the 5-on-3. Quick stick there by Teuvo Teravainen. The puck will be settled down at the point by Riley. Riley looks for a lane, settles it off, gets it back. Riley's shot deflected, and that's going to go over the glass. What a great stick by Teuvo Teravainen.
He leans on it to make sure he didn't break it. The leadership of this team. You start the 5-on-3, Stahl, Slavin, and Pesce. And then stacking up, even though you're down 2 men at the defensive blue line. And Teravainen, that's a skilled play defensively. Rotates, tight turns, gets his stick in the lane. There's a lot of skill into what he just did.
There's 5 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Ian Cole will be sprung from the box. Sebastian Aho, though, will still be in the penalty box, as he's got 1 minute and 5 seconds left in his tripping call. Jordan Stahl wins the draw. Try to fence it forward is Pesce, but it's kept in. It's now 5-on-4s. Out of the box comes Aho. Out of the box comes Cole, and a big save by Anderson. Well, that happens, and Stahl is going to get to center ice and just gently slide this one in to take more time off of the penalty to Aho.
And that was key, because Cole, if he stays on, if he had to, you would have 3D on the ice.
Now Boston racing into the Cane zone. Traditional power play. Set up for Grizzly. His shot is deflected, and that'll go out of play, as DeBrusk might have gotten too much of his stick blade on that one. 34 seconds left in the penalty to Aho.
Yeah, Boston's best 2 chances, both on the 5-on-4s that had a 5-on-3 in between. I don't think Carolina gave up a chance on the 5-on-3, but Hall missed a tap-in, and there DeBrusk in a similar spot, just a little bit higher off the crease. Goes high.
Now the Canes will send this one the length of the ice. Ethan Bear controlling that, in just 20 seconds remain in the penalty to Sebastian Aho. This would be a huge kill for the Hurricanes, as Coyle walks it into the Cane zone. His pass deflected off of Bear behind the net. Shea trying to get a stick to it, kept in. Coyle to Haula behind the Canes net. Back up top, 4 seconds remaining in the power play. Grizzly shot right on. Anderson gets the glove to it, and out of the box comes Aho. The Canes have killed off the 5-on-3, but a dangerous attempt there as the puck goes loose, and somehow Carolina survives the 5-on-3. 10:54 to go here at Raleigh. They're roaring in the stands, and it's a 2-0 Canes lead.
PNC Bank believes that how you handle overdraft should be in your control, not just your bank's. That's why we created Low Cash Mode, the new financial watch-out that gives you multiple options and at least 24 hours of extra time to help avoid overdraft fees. Low Cash Mode, available with Virtual Wallet, gives you options and extra time to help avoid overdraft fees. Learn more at pnc.com/lowcashmode. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and add this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California.
With Advance Auto Parts, you can get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. We have a wide variety of parts in stock, and you can get them fast. Order online with Advance Same Day and get your part with same-day pickup in-store, same-day curbside, or same-day delivery. It's the fastest way to get the part you need, where you need it, when you need it. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Well, you have to think Ethan Bear is making his home very proud with the way he's played on a penalty kill here tonight, guys. Ethan Bear is one of 6 active Indigenous players in the NHL, and he is very proud of his Cree heritage. Being from Saskatchewan, Canada, guys, he became the first NHL player to have his name written in Cree on his jersey when he played for Edmonton, guys. And this was a significant moment because it took many years for Cree to secure the right to use their own writing system. So when Ethan wore this jersey, he said he was honoring his heritage, and it was really important for all the Indigenous players before him and the current kids who dream of playing in the NHL, guys.
Good stuff, Abby, and I'll tell you what, he set a tone. Opening face-off of the game. 2 seconds in, the big hit on Brad Marchand. His teammates, I'm sure, this game meaning more than an ordinary one, they recognize that.
Right off of the bat, and Ethan Bear and Tony DeAngelo, Ian Cole have all integrated themselves on the blue line with this Carolina Hurricanes team. But you can see with Ethan Bear, just the heads-up plays that he'll make where he's looking for those stretch passes from his teammates. And the Canes right now have been benefiting from great work by the newcomers, and as Jordan Martinook told us, the OGs who have lived through 2 playoff losses to this Bruins team. And Carolina has not had much success against Boston in the last 3-4 years. They didn't play last year because of how the divisions were set up. And for Carolina, a measuring stick game right now, and the Canes have grown exponentially with their performance so far tonight as we're past the halfway mark of the 3rd period. Now Cole works it up to Jesper Fast. Stahl will push it into the Bruin zone. They're looking at Niederreiter. And Stahl finishes off McAvoy with a big hit, and a penalty will be coming up to the Canes captain on that hit on Charlie McAvoy by Jordan Stahl. As McAvoy was in a vulnerable position. So the Canes penalty killers are going to be called on to task one more time. Now DeBrusk trying to gain the Cane zone. The puck will be touched by Carolina. And with 9:25 left in the 3rd period, the Carolina Hurricanes are going shorthanded.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
With Advance Auto Parts, you can get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. We have a wide variety of parts in stock, and you can get them fast. Order online with Advance Same Day and get your part with same-day pickup in-store, same-day curbside, or same-day delivery. It's the fastest way to get the part you need, where you need it, when you need it. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Spectrum Paint. We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality, with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service, with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help you with all your painting projects. Spectrum Paint, official paint store of the Carolina Hurricanes. Visit SpectrumPaint.com for all 5 Triangle locations.
Jordan Stahl in the penalty box with 9:25 to go. Trip for this infraction.
Well, McAvoy's head dips, but Jordan Stahl still could have avoided it, and he knew it. Watch, he's looking at it. He knew the minute that it happened that he'd like to have this one back. Minor penalty. He's mad at himself. And so Boston will get another power play. Boy, the kill again for the Hurricanes has been an extraordinary story.
And they've killed off 2 5-on-3s in this game here. And right now they'll have to kill off their 3rd penalty of the 3rd period. Boston 0 for 4 with the man advantage here tonight. The feeling that with every passing power play opportunity, Boston will be gripping the stick a little bit tighter as Rizzo tries to work his way all the way in, and Freddie Anderson says, "I'll clear it myself."
When you have an assist on the night, you feel pretty good about your puck handling ability. To go up the middle there, very smart.
Now Boston with a chance out in front as Marchand rips that just wide, and the puck will vacate the Kane zone. A minute 20 left in the penalty to Jordan Stahl. Boston trying to gain entry into the Hurricanes end. Yes, for Foss. Might have gotten a stick to it. Ian Cole leaves it for Foss, who chips it for Natchez. And what a smart play there by the Carolina Hurricanes penalty killers. A to B to C to out of the zone. Now just 60 seconds remain. And the penalty to Jordan Stahl. Eric Haller chip it into the Kane zone. Bergeron goes after it, but Pesci's there for Carolina. Now loose puck finds Marchand. I'll work it along the boards. Or McAvoy. Center that now through the slot, and that will be deflected just wide. Bergeron tried to get a stick to it. Now Martinook takes down his man, Pasternak in the corner. No call. Boston already with 2 5-on-3s. Burton with a third one here tonight. Shea trying to get to it. Too far for Hall. That's out top. Stephen Lawrence getting some time. Stephen Lawrence getting some time on the PK right now for Carolina as the shot out in front hits Holla, doesn't find its mark, and Carolina will clear with 15 seconds left on the penalty to Jordan Stahl.
Holla, during his brief time as a Hurricane, he can provide a good net front.
And now we'll get a penalty behind the play.
Too many men, I believe, for Boston.
Wait for the call because that's the whistle, and that should be the signal. Bruce Cassidy not happy with the bench management there. Here's the call.
Boston belly bench minor for 2 men on the ice.
Let's take a look here. It's a no doubt about it. You draw that with stellar penalty killing.
Yep.
You look at the 2 gargantuan kills when you were trailing and then got the lead for the first time against Toronto on Monday. And then at critical times with regards to momentum in this game, and you have a power play goal to boot.
Well, as you mentioned, can't be too many men on the ice evident than that. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 6 seconds, and the Canes will be going back to the man advantage. Boston now 0 for 5 on the power play. Canes penalty killers outstanding. Just 1 shot on goal for Boston with their opportunity. 2 shots total for all the power plays. Stahl comes onto the box, and that is a Powerball power play for the Carolina Hurricanes. Charlie Coyle was trying to set up one last offensive chance, but D'Angelo with the intercept. Stahl goes to the bench, and the Canes power play unit of Svechnikov, Aho, Teravainen, and Trocheck with D'Angelo quarterbacking out on the ice for Rod Brindamore. D'Angelo walks the line. Teravainen snapshot. That's deflected high, and that hits the glass. Aho might have gotten a stick to it, and Boston will clear. And Anderson comes out of his cage to play.
Yeah, set play. Aho just missed. This first group has fallen off of a bit.
And now D'Angelo leaves it back. Holla with the intercept, tries to get it across to Lazar. The Boston penalty killers try to create a chance, but Lazar will lose the handle. And the Canes power play will try to get at it with 60 seconds remaining. And the penalty to the Bruins for their bench minor. 2 minute men on the ice being served by Taylor Hall. Now Trocheck crosses center ice into the Boston zone. Teravainen back to Trocheck to Aho. Behind the net, Aho bothered by McAvoy. Riley gets a stick to it, trying to turn away from Svechnikov. Good work by Svechnikov. He forces the turnover. 35 seconds left in the Canes power play, but then Svechnikov has his pass deflected, and Lazar will skate it away, try to go one-on-one with Pesci. Pesci, good work to seal off the Boston penalty kill. With just 20 seconds left in the Canes power play, now a stuff chance as Lazar came up with a puck in traffic. The Carolina gets away with it with Kokiniemi. His pass deflected. Canes have to get onside. They do. 8 seconds left in the power play. Niederreiter comes all the way across. Kokiniemi can't keep it in. And the Bruins successfully kill off the Canes power play. With the puck still in action. Stahl deflecting the puck into the Bruins zone. Stahl takes a hit from 2 Bruins. He's still on his skates and gets the puck. Stahl up top. Quick shot by Bear, and Swayman has to make the save. Swayman was one of his biggest saves of the night. Niederreiter sends it for Bear. Finch's bouncing shot will deflect. Niederreiter trying to get a stick to it. Instead, it will come free for Pasternak. He'll just flip it on in. And the Bruins were making a change, and he didn't have any teammates with him. Waiting for the change to complete. Now Bear, nifty play to take the puck away from Pasternak. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the third period. Puck would have made it for icing, but McAvoy picks it up as the Canes. Steve Lawrence is putting on a forecheck, back into the Canes zone. Pasternak with it. Trying to sidestep around Stepan. Down low, Marchand. Back up top, Pasternak. Bothered by Martinook. What a great play by Jordan Martinook to stuff the puck out of the zone on David Pasternak.
Well, there just has not been a lot of room for the three magicians on the perfection line. Case in point, Martinook there. Mostly it's been the Jordan Stahl line, but there Jordan Martinook did it beautifully.
Now Carolina trying to keep Boston out of the zone. Haller will deflect it in. Pesci tries to get a stick to it. Bothered there by Lazar. But Pesci will come away. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. And we'll keep our eye on Jeremy Swayman, the Boston netminder, with Carolina up 2-0 here. Boston into the Canes zone. There's a feed there by Recall, but can't be handled. Kept in by Zboril at the point. Now DeBrusk chases Pesci. Pesci sidesteps him. And 3.5 to go here. Meanwhile, Carolina up 2-0. Over the Bruins, the Hurricanes, 5-0 on this young season. Trying to get to 3-0 at home in game number 2 of a 4-game homestand.
Any time now, Cassidy down a couple of goals might think about upon offensive zone entry, lifting Swayman.
Grizzlick behind his own net. Starts the exit. Now it's Stupnica into the Canes zone. Pulls up on Slavin. Tries to get it across for Taylor Hall. But behind Hall. Kokiniemi tried to clear. Instead it comes from and Stupnica puts it on, and Anderson has the answer. Now Grizzlick. Pinchania keeps it in. His shot off of the post. Anderson reached behind him, but it deflects to the corner. Now it's Slavin. It's a big bare arm on Stupnica, but the pass not out of his own. Stupnica in, and Anderson pokes it away. What alertness by Freddie Anderson. Ethan Bear is tripped up. The puck will come out of the zone. No call on Bear being sent to the ice. Boston right back into the Canes end. Slavin with a hand-eye coordination knocks down the DeBrusk shot. And away comes Brady Shea. And the crowd roaring again with their approval of Freddie Anderson.
Why wouldn't they? Right now, Frederik Andersen is the hottest goalie in the National Hockey League.
Now Carolina will keep the puck in, and that will keep Swayman in his net for now. Marchand will get to it. Tries to find Bergeron. Swayman leaves his net, but he has to go back as the Canes get a stick to it. Niederreiter now back into the Boston zone. Niederreiter and Fost. Jousting with Zboril. Now Boston will send it the length of the ice. Swayman saying, I'm getting off of the ice. Bring the extra attacker on. Empty net on the Boston end. The Hurricanes will get to the puck. Empty net from about 75 feet and a little bit too far for Brady Shea. And that'll be icing against the Carolina Hurricanes with 98 seconds to go here in the third period. The 2-0 Canes lead.
And he has a bunch of different tricks in his bag. And here Anderson, Stupnica didn't look like he had his head down. But he lost control of the puck because of Slavin at the last second. So Freddie makes a spontaneous decision to attack with that mini jab. I love the decision because even if it doesn't work, he has other layers to make a save.
Boston does not have their timeout. They used it with a 5-on-3. Now McAvoy from the top of the blue paint gets it down low for DeBrusk. Chances deflected away. Pasternak had an open net and couldn't connect. Now Grizzlick sends it to Pasternak to Bergeron, and that might have hit the post. Anderson got a body to it. Now kept in, it's McAvoy. With a bumper, Bergeron shot doesn't get through. That hits the body of Brett Pesci. Bergeron now kicks the puck across. Pasternak can't get his shot off. Fost interferes. Niederreiter clears it to center ice. The Canes will make a change. 65 seconds remain here in Raleigh. Now McAvoy. The puck hits the lineman and bounces to Ian Cole. Canes catch a break there. Can they clear? No, McAvoy keeps it in just for the second. And then it's knocked out by Jacob Slavin. Under a minute to go here in Raleigh. Canes fans coming to their feet. Empty net for Boston. Aho gets to the puck. Sends it across, a little too far for Svechnikov. Now Teravainen bodies the puck down, stays in the zone. Shot is fired wide. Anderson might have gotten a piece of it, but the puck all the way back into the Boston zone. Will it be picked up by Teravainen? Teravainen's got an empty net. Across for Svechnikov. Bullseye! Another empty netter for Mr. Svechnikov. And the Hurricanes go up 3-0 with 25 seconds to go in the third.
There's that one-timer in that exact spot that Svechnikov was working on in practice after practice yesterday with assistant coach Jeff Daniels. Teuvo Teravainen takes a look up as he's going to the middle. He's already spotted Svechnikov. Svechnikov leaves outside the dots, and I watched him for 10-15 minutes work on one-timers from this exact spot yesterday. And the empty net specialist pounds home this game. Let's not kid ourselves. The Freddie Anderson show continues.
Sixth goal of the season for Andrei Svechnikov. And now there's one thing left with 10 seconds to go for the Carolina Hurricanes to cap off this game against the Bruins. 5 seconds left. Stepan has it, throws it to the corner, and the Hurricanes, for the first time in franchise history, have started a season 6-0. And Freddie Anderson gets his first shutout as a member of the Carolina Hurricanes, a 33-save performance, and another total team effort for the 6-0 Carolina Hurricanes.
And Derek Stepan goes and retrieves the puck. I'm sure that will be given to Freddie. D'Angelo gets his first as a Hurricane. Big win against a quality opponent. The finest opponent that Carolina has seen thus far. A history with Boston. And what an acclamation, a seamless one Anderson has had to the Carolina Hurricanes.
And with that, not only do the Hurricanes improve to 6-0, their third win here at home when they win at PNC Arena, that means we get a storm surge from this Carolina Hurricane squad. The Hurricanes salute their fans. And they should. They were loud again tonight. As everybody continues to chip in a power play goal from Nino Niederreiter. Tony DeAngelo's first as a Hurricane. Andrei Svechnikov just keeps scoring at will on empty nets. But Frederik Andersen, 33 saves and a shutout as the Canes exercise a mini-demon of the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, the beautiful hug right here. I'm sure we'll hear from Freddie Anderson with Abby Labar on the bench momentarily.
The Carolina Hurricanes stay in the rarefied air of the only unbeaten teams left in the National Hockey League at 6-0. Just the Florida Panthers and St. Louis Blues remain as the last teams to get a smudge on their record. We'll see what happens as the Blues are trailing Colorado 3-1 in the second period, so 3 could be down to 2 by the end of the night. And speaking of 3, we're going to be getting to the 3 stars of the game tonight, and as a matter of fact, let's get to it right now.
The star of the game from the Carolina Hurricanes with a power play goal tonight, number 21, Nino Niederreiter. The second star of the game from the Carolina Hurricanes with the game-winning goal, number 77, Tony DeAngelo. And the first star of the game from the Carolina Hurricanes with an assist. Oh, and a 33-save shutout! Number 31, Frederik Anderson.
A 33-save performance for Frederik Anderson, and the first star again for the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's get down to Abby Labar with Frederik Anderson.
Freddie, we've talked to you quite a bit lately, and for good reason. Your first shutout, you just made history tonight. I don't know if you look at the numbers, but you made history tonight as a goaltender. When you think about everything you went through in Toronto and now starting the way that you have this season, posting your first shutout, how does it feel?
Just really happy to be here competing on a really good team. I think we battled really, really hard today. Our penalty kill was amazing. I think that got us through the game, and I think it's huge. Another huge win for us.
When you talk about the way your team battled in front of you, fought for each other from start to finish, how does a performance like this today against a good opponent measure where you guys are at as a team and a culture?
Yeah, it shows we're on the right track. I think we want to keep going and keep building. I think every day we want to continue to get better, and we got another chance tomorrow. So.
How do you feed off of this PNC Arena crowd when you're staying so calm in net?
It's just amazing. I think I'm really just enjoying it, and it's pretty awesome.
Thanks, Freddie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you, Abby. The Carolina Hurricanes tonight behind that performance of Frederick Anderson. 33 saves again. The Hurricanes and Bruins didn't feel like Game 6 of the regular season. Felt like Game 96. That means postseason hockey. A 3-0 win for the Canes coming up after the break. It's Hurricanes Live. You'll hear from Rod Brindamore. The players, there'll be highlights. We'll have stats, analysis, and a breakdown, and look ahead to the Canes' next game. That will be coming up tomorrow when they take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Up next, it's Hurricanes Live, and the Canes have a lot to like in a 3-0 win over the Bruins.
And the best artist with the best new scratch-offs, Mr. First Tuesday!
I'm so proud my music is bringing luck and joy to so many people.